Snark Tank. You're about to get your ears glazed by the great Chris Raygun, Derek Blackman, and Tom Sweeney. Sit back and prepare for some action. Sit back and prepare for some glazing glory.
These horses are
The left.
The left are shaking very extremely horny horses.
This horse seems quite obsessed.
This horse is. What about
scared.
comedy? Make comedy great again. I mean, when the horse is fucking.
It's comedy. He's being he's being fucked on the end of a large horse's dick, and he's like, "It's comedy.
It's comedy. Everyone, trust
comedy."
Me. The left doesn't think this is funny. I think
Yeah,
it's
he's
hilarious.
flailing. His arms are breaking. His arm twists through his fucking skin.
I'm laughing. To
Two other horses come and hold his hands down.
That's crazy. They take their hooves off, and like little hands are there.
Yeah. Get him.
I'm laughing to the point I'm mostly a mouth. I'm laughing
It's like that image of Goku when he's being grabbed by the great ape. Anyway, welcome to the Snark Tank
That's
Podcast.
a sand ability.
Welcome, the nerve of you.
Yes.
Welcome to the Snark Tank Podcast. It's me, Chris, and Tim, Sweeney, and Tim Derek.
Good.
Look at that.
Very good.
Very good. Very good.
I couldn't by the election of Wisconsin Supreme Court.
Oh, that's right. I did see that.
That's what it was. And Cory Booker.
I don't know what that is.
You know
Oh,
what
his
Cory Booker is?
his fucking
His filibustering.
his like.
Isn't he dating somebody weird?
He was
Is
dating
he?
Rosario Dawson for a while.
Right, that's what it was.
Oh, he was?
Wow, yeah.
Damn, lucky bitch.
Yeah, I know.
He fumbled the bag. Not together
What an
anymore.
idiot. He was like slapping those fucking tits like crazy and shit. Lucky bastard. Lucky,
Okay, well,
lucky man.
She's been fine since I was
Lucky
2.
man.
All right, so that happened. I don't know anything about that, too. To be
he had
honest.
the
I know that
longest
he was like
filibuster.
bribing people with like $1 million checks. Just like, come vote, vote for me.
He was doing it again, right? It worked with the fucking Trump, right?
Yeah.
The bribery and all the stuff he spent, like close to $300 million on the election.
Sure, yeah.
And it worked. He bought it.
So
this
they said 300 votes?
Yeah, that's all it was. I mean, he tried to buy the Wisconsin Supreme Court election and was saying this is going to be he was saying it's going to be so important it's going to determine like the outcome of humanity.
Oh, cool.
And I think there was a lot of people that just
like everything does.
on the right, once Trump won, they went back to not caring about anything.
Right, exactly, yeah.
So he, even with the $26 million that he poured into this election, which is record breaking, he was slamming fucking George Soros for pouring in a measly $2 million. Like comparatively,
Yeah.
like
how dare he?
Yeah, oh my God, these fucking billionaire oligarchs and then this nigga.
Yeah,
I can't
yeah.
stand this dude so much. But yeah, he got blown the fuck out. Him and his lackey. So
Yeah.
That-
I mean, I would take that money and just not, like, I don't.
You'd lie.
You're
Why,
just not-
of course, for $1 million? Like, why not? Like, why wouldn't, like, it makes
well,
no
I would
sense.
too, of course.
Yeah.
But also, it's not even like it was real. Like
Yeah,
it
I
was
know.
a pre-selected person. Like, oh,
Sure,
the head
yeah.
of this conservative like think tank or whatever won the $1
Right.
million.
Or like a glove company. Or like, we make emulsion.
Yeah, we make a.
Yeah.
I mean, that would be nice.
Oh, dude, speaking of weird shit, before we...
Oh, right.
So I got a package this morning. It was supposed to be so I got a package, right? Understand what I'm about to say to you. I literally just bought a tongue scraper from Amazon because I was like, I just want a new tongue scraper or whatever. Which, by the way, a lot of people don't do that, which is strange.
I have a tongue scraper.
I have two.
It has a brush and it's a two-sided thing.
Oh, damn.
It's got
That's
a brush
fancy.
and a scraper. It's
Oh,
awesome.
that's pretty sick.
That's pretty good. I just wanted to replace it, so I was like, I should order one. It's been a while. And so it gets here this morning. I see it. It's like, the little Amazon app opens and it has the picture of your package on your doorstep.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, cool, it's here. And then I pick it up and it's the address is completely wrong. It's not even like the wrong apartment or like the wrong like building on the street. It's like a different, everything is wrong.
Yeah.
And I'm like, huh. But like the app is saying, oh, but this is your package. So I'm like, I mean, I guess. So I open it and it's just like a bunch of like, what was it? Like LED lights?
LEDs.
Powder?
It
of some
was
kind?
it was sodium citrate. So I was like, who the fuck wants this
Yeah.
spicy, I shouldn't say spicy, acidic ass fucking salt? Like, what
Yeah.
what the fuck is this?
And then like many, many bags of like what my brain said, oh, this is emulsion. I don't know what emulsion is, but like just I don't know what it is.
It's like well, it was like a honey.
Yeah.
It was like something that
He bought honey packs.
it was like
Somebody brought
A
honey
lot.
packs.
well, it's like somebody's making something fucking weird, and then
Yeah.
there's LED lights, and I was just thinking, this is like turns into some putty that's gonna seal somebody in a basement. and then they're just gonna use LED lights to keep them dimly lit, and then it's gonna be like a snuff film or something. That's what I assumed.
My first thought was like, I mean, the LED lights threw me off a little bit.
Yeah.
My first thought was like with the powder or the salt, and then like the packets. They look like
Anthrax.
IV bags, literally. I was like, is this
Anthrax.
someone's? Well, I thought it was just like someone medically needs this. Like sight unseen. I didn't read any of it. I just saw powder and like IV bags full of liquid. I'm like, oh my God, what's going on?
Oh no.
Someone's gonna die if I don't get this to him. But it turned out I looked up the address. It's literally just a bar down the road.
Yeah.
And so I was like, oh, that makes sense.
Yeah. As soon as they're like, oh, okay,
Yeah.
the bar.
You gonna give it to them? You're gonna give it to them?
I'm gonna, I'll walk it down after the show or something. But it's just like, I'm wondering if they have my tongue scraper or not. You know what I mean? I wonder if it's like a mix-up pack, but I doubt it because like, what is the likelihood of that?
So there's the likelihood, especially, I think.
Like I feel like packages don't get mixed up like point for point. You know what I mean?
And also since it's a business, usually they're handed packages directly because they're just like open. There's somebody's there.
Yeah.
Somebody's there working, and then they
just
go
open a tongue scraper. They're like, what the fuck?
But here's the question though:
Yeah.
when you saw the package, because a lot of times they'll do the picture thing.
Sure.
Was it not like weird that there was a box instead of just a thin package? Because they would just send like a thin package if it was just a tongue scraper.
Well, so my thing was like I got home and I was like, oh look, my package, and then like I moved it and I was like, this is a really heavy tongue scraper, and then I saw the sticker and I was like, oh, this is wrong entirely. This isn't even my package. And then I went inside. I just left it there. I was like, I don't know whose fucking package that is. It's sorted out itself. And then I went inside, and then the day passed. And then I checked my phone to see if it had like maybe that was like a mistake from some other. And then it said, no, your package is delivered. This is it. And I'm like, I guess this is it then? Like, you know what I mean? Like I didn't understand what the fuck was going on.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna walk it down, but like I was like, who the fuck needs this? I was like, what household needs this?
Yeah. I probably would have. You did a good thing by searching up the address because I probably would have just threw it away. Well, I just
kept it and made some sort of fucking
just
bomb.
figure out something to make
Same
with
thing happened to
it.
me the other day too. Like I'm getting all these mysterious packages. I'm getting like medicine. I got like drugs for some Armenian guy. Of course.
Sucks. So that guy's dead.
Yeah, he's gone. No, he came.
Oh, he actually like.
Which to me is like order
my
it to the
package?
right address, my guy.
Well,
If you know it came here, like fix it.
wait, did it actually say his address? Was it like the
No, it
apartment
came to
number?
my address, but it was addressed to him, and it was like with a prescription and all this. And I'm like, so
it
I just
was
kept
your address, and
Yeah.
then but it had his name.
Yeah, and then he came. Yeah, he showed up. He's like, "You have my medicine?"
Wait, was this like years ago when he used to live
This
there
is-
and never changed?
Probably.
I got these drugs a week ago.
Yeah, and I'm saying
I've been here a while.
Do you think the guy just never changed the address?
Assuming so.
He's like, what a fucking boomer. How
I
old
think
was
that's
he?
probably true. He was old. He wasn't like shambling, you know. He wasn't shambling, but he was up there. He's like 60s.
Can't figure out to change the address. He's like,
He wasn't a
fuck.
spring chicken for sure.
This nigga lives in fucking Nevada. And he's
Yeah.
like, fuck, I gotta.
There's some things that I
I
never.
gotta go get my medicine.
Fuck,
There's
here
some
we
things that I
go.
know, like I never changed my address for, that I wonder about. Like I remember Dollar Shave used to send me all these like, oh, you're like one of our top sponsor things. Here's like weird. Here's a cake made of shaving cream.
Yeah.
That's gonna kill you.
Yeah.
And like I never changed my address for that stuff, so I wonder if just some random
Guy
some
just keeps
random
getting
guy
shit?
just keeps getting like thank you packages from like sponsors that he has no idea.
Why not?
I don't know.
I mean, I would keep
I
it.
wasn't sure how to change it. I think I was just like, maybe I'm just not getting it.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah.
It's way more simple than
Well, you
think.
could.
Well, not through that. Like anything that I would do through that company would have been changed already because they pay me directly. They would have paid me directly with checks anyway. So if they had my changed address, I assume they would have. You know what I mean?
That's true.
But like, I can't be like, hey, you should change my address and the other things because I have a feeling I should be getting a lot of gift packages. You know what I mean? Like it just
Saying
feels
that
like
directly is crazy.
feels like ridiculous.
I'm not getting the gifts. From
I'm not
you.
getting
Where are
free
my
things.
gifts? Now, give them to me.
Give them
Hand me my gifts.
Give me my free cake. In fact,
Speaking of gifts, we got a gift of seeing the Nintendo Switch 2.
oh, the Nintendo Direct.
It's coming out way sooner than I thought. Actually,
Oh, what is it? April?
it's in 2 months.
June.
June. If it came out on Juneteenth, that would have been cool.
I mean,
guess.
Would it have been?
Yeah, they
Yeah.
nice
So it's not like they would have.
Nintendo Juneteenth.
See, because what
Come
would
on.
happen is they would not acknowledge Juneteenth and be like, I don't care about Juneteenth. It's all about Switch 2.
Yeah. Well, especially them because it's Japan.
Yeah.
Like,
So, like,
there's no shot they know what Juneteenth
They
is.
except
think
for-
we're still Onis.
There's like,
They still think we're Onis.
yeah, probably. I've been
It
playing
would
a
be
little
like
more.
them.
They
It would
think
be.
black people are yokai.
I've been playing a little more Shadows, AC Shadows, and like
Oh, yeah.
walking around, and then the guys are like, oh, like they actually like look at you and they start going, oh. I'm like, dude, this is great.
It is funny.
You're also much bigger than everyone.
You're about a foot taller than everyone on average.
That's why, like,
Even other samurai. It's really funny.
that's
Yeah.
why, like, it's like no duh. He went there and terrorized them. He's a LeBron build.
He's basically he's
a
an
LeBron build.
NBA, like he's one of the he's like LeBron, like the type of build that would be more suited for American football, but
Yeah.
went and played basketball.
Well, you know what's crazy about that is like Yasuke's actual canon height in real life. Do you know what it is actually?
7'8"?
He was only 5'7", but everybody else around him was
like
simply
3'6".
3'6".
Oh, man.
Could you imagine?
I'm not sure what I read, but I'm glad you corrected that.
Derek,
Yeah, I
he's
looked it
about
up.
your height. He's about your height.
Yasuke.
I looked it up exactly 2 minutes ago.
Yeah, you are right though. I remember actually reading that just about a minute ago after you said, and then I remember seeing
After you said it hasn't been a minute yet. What do you mean? What's happening?
I don't know if you're. I think you're misinterpreting time actually.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, my mistake.
Yeah, exactly. So
Yeah, you're not really
so I
grasping
found out
it.
after I've looked it up just a minute after he said that, and I was like, oh, it's very true. And yeah, Oda Nobunaga is 3'4".
Right.
Yeah,
he was 3'4".
He's like, hey, a black man. I am very,
looked up to
I
him
am
really
very
small.
tiny, but actually not because we're all. This is the average over here, so
Dude,
I'm
I
not
know
tiny.
it's, dude, I know it's like it is funny because I'm playing on English because I want to be able to hear it if I'm like walking out of the room.
Right, that's the reason.
But like they do say brack
They
a
do.
lot.
There's a lot
And
of
it's like it feels.
brack, brack.
I understand that that's just how it is, but there's something about the Asian accent that feels more offensive regardless than a lot of other accents for some reason.
yeah,
Like speaking Chinese authentically, like correctly, feels offensive. You know,
because it's because it just
Ni cheding ma.
like
You know,
there's
Yeah,
nothing-
that
especially-
felt evil to say.
especially Cantonese, man. I can't do it.
Yeah.
I can't
Cantonese
do it.
sounds
that
crazy.
shit. It sounds so
Cantonese
disrespectful.
sounds crazy.
I speak it like in the way that you should. And I'm like, this doesn't feel right.
Everything
at all,
else is
dude.
fine. Everything like a spaghetti. You know?
Yeah,
fucking
Spaghetti.
Aroko gondi. You know, like
Spaghetti.
it's everything else.
Spaghetti.
Everything else feels fine, but like I don't know.
I
It's,
think the thing is because of the fact that Chinese
I think it's because it's
is
so phonetically different.
Well, yeah, it's just not a similar language to anything we have.
Right? Yeah.
So it just sounds silly to us because we're immature and racist.
Some of it sounds silly. It's like it's to me. It's just man. I watch a lot of 90 Day Fiance and stuff, and a lot of
course,
times those
naturally.
loser men go to Southeast Asia. You want to talk about accents that I want to be respectful. I promise you. But damn, like, dude, Vietnamese, Thai, some
Thai
of
and
the
Filipino-
Burmese or whatever you call it.
Not Filipinos. Filipinos sound they pretty much damn near speak Spanish.
Filipinos are fine. No, I'm talking about the ones that I just dropped.
But like the brown Asians, dude, they
I'm like, holy shit.
Oh,
And I'm
yeah.
trying to be like I'm like trying to like watch and be like, yeah, but then my stupid brain is hearing some wild
Yeah.
sounds. And I'm like,
yeah. They almost sound like a drop of water, kind of.
it's a drop of water.
You know, like a.
Dude, can you do that? You know how some people can do that?
I can't do that.
I don't know how they do it, but it's boop.
What? Gay. I can't do it.
I don't get it. I don't get it at all.
what
I kind of can.
It should be the rest of the podcast.
I kind of can, but it's like very low. Like I can't do it loudly. Well, I don't need to do that though, because I can just. This should be the rest of the show, by the
I
way.
flick in as the hard R comes out clear.
That is,
I finally unlocked
You
it.
locked it. You got it.
but it's like not even your voice. It's somebody else's voice. Clearly,
That's awesome.
like it's like Nathan Lane.
It's like Nathan Fillion. I'm like, oh, it's
Nathan
over.
Fillion.
over.
It's over for Nathan. He's not
You're
getting no more
done.
work.
You're done, Nathan. You were gonna be in freaking your Green Lantern movie. You're fucked now. I'm ruining the whole DCU now.
Who the hell is he supposed to be in the Green Lantern movie?
I think it's gonna be Hal.
He's too old for Hal.
Hal Jordan.
He's too old, but it's still he'd be
Shallow Hal?
Well, yeah, he's
Well, no. I know.
Shallow Hal too. Yeah.
Oh
You
man,
didn't know that was
They
good.
already-
yeah, that
already
movie
showed-
will certainly exist.
It will actually. That's kind of crazy. It hasn't.
They already showed. They already showed Guy Gardner.
Yeah, Gay Gardner. I know.
They're gonna do a show,
Gay guy.
and the main star is gonna be John, obviously, because he's a diversity hire. So they're gonna choose John.
Of course.
Of
So is Jon Stewart.
Hell yeah. Let's go.
He's gonna go up there and he's gonna be like,
Like
"Welcome
that.
to the Daily Show. I'm the Green Lantern." Elon sucks. And that's the show. That's the entire.
I don't like that
television
his
show.
name is also Jon Stewart. For a long time, I was really confused by that. I was like,
I was
man.
confused. I
But
was
he
confused
Jon
in reverse.
Stewart before
I know.
I knew a thing about Jewish man. I mean, that's how you differentiate.
My confusion was in reverse. I was because I knew about Jon Stewart first before I learned about Jon Stewart. The Green Lantern.
I wish I had something to throw at you.
Yeah.
But I can't throw this. It'd be a disaster.
It'd be hilarious, but it'd be like it'd be hilarious for a minute. It'd be like, oh.
That is the beauty about, like, say, a show like Jackass, where you can do stuff that is unforgivable. You know, normally, like, let me throw a glass bottle at somebody. That would be like the end of the friendship. But them,
yeah, but
like,
it's good content.
oh, you
Yeah.
fucking asshole, and that's like the dude. Like, one guy got a
you
concussion.
peeled my rectum off. Oh,
Do you remember there was it was like a door. It was like you press the thing that would project out, and it like concussed the dude. It like poof, and it was like he was done. It was so fucking funny. Don't get me wrong, it was so funny. But I'm like, that is. You literally gave that guy brain damage. That's crazy. You can't do that.
That's like what is it when they put like the airbags underneath people's chairs?
The popcorning people.
Yeah,
That shit is so
that shit
funny.
is so unreasonable.
It's funny as fuck though. And then people like freeze in the air. They're like, dude, hit the
That was
floor.
good. Yeah.
It's like the video that it's like the image of the
cannon?
bear falling out of the tree.
And it's just, do you see the thing with Air Cannon where the guy Air Cannon the guy and he died minutes later?
Oh, I did see that. I do know about this. What? He put it under his pants, right?
Yeah.
And so
That's right. That's right. What country was that in?
It was like I don't know where I saw it.
I remember
It was,
that was in a foreign country though.
yeah, it was like China, probably. And it was at some factory, and some guy's like, lol, and he puts like a pressurized air in somebody's pants, blows it, and the guy just like
collapses.
It's really evil. And then he walks away.
He exploded his colon, man. It's crazy. Like, how stupid could you be to think that, like,
People don't
that wouldn't do something insane?
I guess
don't
people
understand.
I
People
guess-
don't understand that.
I mean,
Like,
to be fair, I wouldn't have thought that would happen either. But I also wouldn't have gambled
do
to
that.
do it.
I don't do
because
that.
my assumption is that compressed air to that degree would at the very least like fuck a person's leg up. You know what I mean? So like I just would have erred on the side of safety not to do it. But I wouldn't have thought that like if you just put it in somebody's pants that it would like blow up their colon and explode them from the inside. That's kind of wild.
Well, that guy-
I would also imagine though that if you're working with those kind of tools, you have a better idea of that kind of thing happening.
yeah,
I don't work with
if
that
you're
shit.
around those, you should
You know?
understand how dangerous that is.
I feel
It's like
like
how when people slash tires thinking like that's not going to hurt them. Like that's so much PSI there, dude. Like I saw a guy like
PSI,
machete a
yes.
tire and then like it blew the machete back in his arm and it's just like do you not understand air?
The air cannon
Yeah.
when the scientist opens the door and he gets like blown back into a wall.
That is
and he's
very
like-
stupid.
And he's like, oh, and they're like, oh, you all right? And it's like, you probably broke a rib of his, dude. Like you don't.
Air is
you are
dangerous.
around this. Like
yeah,
these are people
there's
that are
a
around
lot
these
of
things.
pressure. Like they talk about the like people. I guess people need to learn about PSIs because it's fucking insane. Water can decapitate you.
You can cut something with water.
Yeah, water pressure. You could like with
You can cut something with water.
I remember
That's
seeing
insane.
like
you cut through metal with water.
people fucking using to do some fine cutting.
Oh,
They would-
like water graving.
yeah, it would be like it would be like a water jet, and then it would just be
Yeah.
fine. I'm like, that's great.
I can't stop thinking about this guy in the factory who's just minding his
Very
own fucking
unlucky
business.
too. Like
died.
that.
Imagine you're just doing your job and then your fucking insides explode. You don't even know why.
That's why.
That's
why you
morbid.
need-
This is
Yeah.
morbid, but the waste
so
of life
morbid.
is so funny. The idea, the fragility of like someone walking around living their life, and then all of a sudden a fucking rogue baseball domes the back of them. They turn their head, and in the back of the head where the bump would be, there's a baseball, and it's like you did nothing, and you're
It's just so
gone.
sudden, random, and senseless.
That's why everybody
You know?
you need to wear baseball helmets. You need to wear tight pants or a tight belt to make sure
The tight
nobody can
pants-
penetrate.
I think the tight pants are what did him in, though. I think. Because I think if he had loose pants, I don't think it would have been a big deal.
You
Because
think
it would have
so?
just blown, you know.
Is that what you think?
I think so. I think because I think what happened
it's
is
his
his
fault
pants
for wearing tight
I
pants.
think his pants were tucked into his boots because they probably were supposed to be, and then it just created a seal. Where, like the only wear that the air could have gone.
Let's go up.
Yeah, let's go up into this fucking guy's
Is that
rectum.
what's happening with the? Do you guys remember those models that have the like balloon pants? Do you
Yeah.
remember seeing those?
I do remember those. Yeah, I remember I wanted a pair.
I almost bought one, but I just couldn't justify the price.
I would go everywhere in those.
How much do they cost?
You know, they remind me
On
of.
average, they were about like it was between like $900 and $1,200 or something. And I was like, I can't. I just like it. Even for the joke that like I was thinking about guys crowdfund me these pants, but I was like, I can't do
Just
it.
go on a roller coaster with them.
I don't think they'll let me on. I'll be
And
like
get
that one
caught.
fat kid that fell off the fucking Supreme Scream thing. You remember that?
What?
You
Oh
remember
my
that-
God, I
that-
saw the
that
video.
fucking kid. Yeah, we got some fat fucking kid. Unfortunately, he was like 14 years old or something.
Aw.
Like he was in the fake Supreme Scream. You know, like it just like
Yeah. The budget one.
He couldn't fit, and so the fucking mechanic was like, "I'm going to loosen the fucking thing." So instead of it like it'll seal like up. And so he loosened it and then tightened it so it's like, all right, now you can go because it won't actually clamp on you.
That is so crazy.
As he's falling, nigga slips out, falls 100 feet and dies.
Like there was a fucking chick. He falls out and lives.
I wonder. He landed on his feet, and he was like, "Oh, and then he just went about his day. Went back on the
Fat
ride.
kid falls out of a roller coaster, lands on his feet. He's ET.
He
He
fucking
lands on his feet. He's fucking what you call. He's Nigel Thornberry for a few frames. Just smashing.
smashing.
His
That'd be absurd. I don't know.
It's like Terrio.
smashing,
Remember the
like
kid?
my leg.
Like my leg. Then just immediately ragdolls.
He looks like a real Nigel. Like you put his dimensions in a real person, and it, yes, indeed. And then he just
And then just
transforms back and
I love the idea they only catch it though after like they review the footage, you know, frame by
Yeah.
frame. So then they're like,
This is by far the stupidest running gag that we have on this show is that somebody going through a tragedy of intense trauma, dying, usually physics involved.
"Yep."
And for at least one frame of their physical impact, they resemble damn near a cartoon character. I love the idea so deeply.
it's so insane. It's so.
I think I got it from like those old cartoons. Like there was a lot of old like Flash cartoons where like sometimes like people would fight each other or whatever, and like there would be like one frame where they're like Michael Winslow or something. You know what I mean?
Something wild.
Some ridiculous face.
Oh man,
I'm just so obsessed with it. E.T. to me is the one.
That's a great one.
because I think it makes sense.
Yeah, it
You know what I
totally
mean?
makes sense.
His tummy's on the floor.
Like the Nigel
his
makes
feet are-
no sense
Yeah,
at
that
all.
was
I think-
insane.
I
This
think
14-year-old
Nigel-
black kid turns into an old British ginger dude.
I think it's funny. I think it's funny because it's so morphed. That is how morphed he
Right.
experiences.
Like-
that he doesn't just look like him. He is him.
The reason I
that
think
is Nigel Thornberry.
The reason I think becoming ET is funny because I can visibly see like his head is flat, you know.
Yeah.
So you could see like the weight kind of pushing down on his head. You could see like his body like kind of flattening out, and then his legs are up in his body because he's
yeah.
landed so.
It almost
horribly.
makes you think that whoever designed ET probably saw somebody
He probably
fall to
saw
their
that.
death.
He probably saw that first.
And he was like, holy shit.
This is a great idea for a heartwarming coming of age story.
Spielberg was like, I understand.
I understand it. Spielberg did it. Spielberg just
Yeah.
watches snuff films and people dying all the time. You know, all of his ideas.
So he gets all his
Spielberg
ideas.
is me. He's just me.
He is.
It's me.
I love you, Kingston.
I love you. It's
And there's some sort
It's
of
me,
time. There's time
Steven
travel
Spielberg.
involved, and I'm Steven Spielberg somehow. I somehow go back in time, and then I'm Steven Spielberg.
You're
And it's
Steven
like-
Spielberg.
and it's like, yeah.
That's crazy. That's like as stupid as the plot to Terminator. It's just you go back and then you become this thing, and it wouldn't have happened if you didn't go back. Oh, it's brilliant. I remember the first time I saw that, I was like, I was by myself, but I'm looking around like, Wait, so Kyle Reese?
Is he the
Kyle Reese is this?
Kyle's doing that bit at 4 years old.
He's got a fucking massive chin.
Yeah, that's what
You're
happened.
talking to the studio audience by yourself as a little kid.
You see
your
this,
parents walk in and you're like you're giving a monologue walking around.
Yeah,
your house.
you're giving a comedic monologue. You see this Terminator movie? How can you become the thing if you don't come back in the first place?
Your
How do you
mom is
become what you don't go
calling
back?
the
You go back.
police. Your mom is calling the police. It's like,
You sounded like one of the what is it? The greasers from Cat Dog.
Oh yeah. Holy fuck,
Yeah.
I forgot about them.
Winslow, the mouse in their fucking door or their house.
Winslow, the
little blue mouse.
the little mouse. He has like suspenders on, right? Or
He's got,
overalls?
he's got like plaid suspenders. I think if I
Yeah.
remember correctly. He's like, yeah, Cat Dog.
Cat Dog.
What are you doing?
imagine seeing Winslow's suicide attempt and everything's like tiny. He's a tiny little chair.
I remember him always having his hands in his
tiny
pockets. So I I remember him like always walking around like this, like with his hands in his pockets. So I like to envision him like with hanging by a newspaper with his hands. He's like, how do you react to that actually
He
earnestly?
doesn't break the
So
bed.
That's awesome.
Hold on, earnestly. How do you react to see like any individual? Like it could be a cartoon character, it could be a person, whatever. I don't give a shit. Like someone's hanging from a noose, their hands are in their pockets.
I'll be honest.
I like the idea of Johnny Bravo doing it because his hands are so much bigger than his thighs.
Than his pockets, yeah.
So he's just
big bulges in his fucking pants.
It would look kind of. It would look almost.
artist.
Yeah. It would almost look more like he just kind of shat himself profusely before he died. His pants would be so full.
It's full.
The time.
I'm out of here.
I can't fucking breathe. I'm choking to death.
Bye bye, little lady.
Bye. I can't get no pussy. I'm gone.
I think he does get pussy. I think he just pays for it.
I think it canonically does. I think we just see him on his off days.
Yeah, I think so.
Somebody who imagine being that horny on an off day.
Exactly.
That's crazy.
That's made by some Filipino guy too.
Wait, what?
Yeah, that show, Johnny Bravo.
Say again?
That show is created by a Filipino dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, isn't that weird? Like it seems like a.
I guess
I'm
actually no. It does make sense. If I know anything about
they
the
love
Philippines
Elvis over there.
Yes, no, they love the karaoke is king.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
show tunes in general is really important in that era of like that area of Asia. Like when when you just descend from China, like musical, like just singing. And probably those kinds of songs, that kind of style is like very
Yeah,
popular
dude,
there.
that actually like it does make a little. It makes more sense than anything else we've said recently.
Yeah,
like, that's
I get that.
Yeah, the little black kid turning into Nigel
Thornberry.
It's a pretty outlandish
We can still
idea.
try to make a connection there somehow.
There's no way in hell that this small black would turn into
Oh, you never
Nigel
saw the animation that was drawn of the there's like a Twitter account that's probably just stealing clips from like YouTube videos or something. But there's these poor animations describing like horrible ways people die.
Oh, sure.
It kind of reminds me of 1,000 Ways to Die, but cheaper.
Yeah,
And it's
is
showing.
Is it those like rotoscoped ones?
I think so.
Where it's rotoscope. It's like traced over real footage, and it's like showing you like
Oh,
Chinese
no.
accidents.
No, I don't think that's right.
Oh, I've seen that.
I don't think that's right.
What's the name of that page?
I don't know what it is. I've just seen it before, and I remember being like, "Are these real? Like they must be."
I don't know. Let me see if I can find
need
this real
that in my
fast because
life.
it's just funny. Like it's because it's like, oh, this is a real person dying, and the way that like his eyes are wide and like it's like it's kind
This is funny. It's a
kind
real
of
person
disrespectful.
died.
Of course.
Let me see if I can.
You guys make me feel like I'm so crazy for laughing at shit like this. Meanwhile, you guys are laughing at the same type of morbid shit.
Well, we're laughing.
we do.
I think we're clearer about it. I think you're a little bit more nebulous.
What does that mean?
Well, you seek this stuff out on purpose.
No, not anymore.
What does that not anymore mean?
I don't.
Not today.
No, I haven't seen somebody die in a little while.
What is a little while to you?
Like I don't know, like maybe like. When did I saw somebody die? Well, there was this car crash thing I saw that was like insane. It was a drive-by shooting that led to like them crashing into a building, then a building collapsing on the car, and then a guy was getting in his car ahead of time.
All right, not answering my question. When was this?
2 weeks ago. I said it to Derek actually.
2 weeks ago, so within the month.
I said it to Derek.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, when the guy with the drive-by shooting that led to the building collapsing on the car.
Oh, yeah, that was crazy.
And some guy was just in his car trying to leave, and he got caught up into it too.
Yeah,
and
that-
it's like, what the fuck?
That's
It's
the
just
worst
crazy. 'Cause
shit.
I'm like, oh, they're done.
Sometimes you try to do good. You just try to live your life. You do good things.
Sometimes it's worth
And then
being
it just
bad.
doesn't really matter.
So it's
Exactly.
I think it is
You know?
worth being kind of bad sometimes.
I almost feel that way
Yeah.
now.
Not evil, but like just kind of like don't be great because look what happens.
Look what look what
I'm in
evil is.
I'm in a Cecil
done.
headspace, I think.
Cecil?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of I've teetered that way for quite some time.
Yeah.
I was much hard to be optimistic. I was optimistic, got beat. It's almost like a repeat. Like 2010, 2011, Arab Spring happens, and then I'm watching similar things would happen. Like with
What is that, like White Boy Summer? What is that?
Yeah.
Arabs.
Holy.
That was a stupid joke.
It's not really. It's actually a pretty good joke, but it's
Arab
just like
Spring.
it's just funny because of the subjects.
The flowers.
They're so wildly different. I wish the Arab Spring was like White Boy Summer.
Yeah,
but like
yeah.
I went through this already. What a bunch of Gen Zers are going through right now with like the Palestinians and shit.
Oh, sure.
Like I went through fucking post like long-winded fucking Iraq and Afghanistan, and then just seeing the Arab Spring and seeing a bunch of horrible shit happening, destabilization, blah 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 blah. And I'm like,
Yeah.
I want to be Cecil right now, dude. I just want to do like calculated.
I would kick ass as Cecil. I do a better job than Cecil, I think, even.
Cecil still a little bit has still a little bit of that a kernel of his old self in him.
Yeah.
Just a kernel of it that I'm like, I'm at the point where I'm like, get rid of it, purge
Yeah.
it all.
Yeah.
I would use I would have tried to use Invincible as like a weapon to absolutely crush everything that threatens America.
Brother, I would have the second I found out that Nolan had a son, that device that's in his head,
Oh yeah.
that would have been in there like day one.
I would have killed.
That would have been there on the day of the circumcision.
I would have killed. I would have.
Oh, you think he's
Mark.
circumcised?
Well, I don't know.
I would have
That's what I'm
killed
saying.
young Mark.
If theoretically, no, he's Asian. He's probably not.
Oh, probably not.
I would have.
Well, actually, I don't know.
Wait, are they? I don't know.
I mean, I'm Catholic, so like, and they did it to me, so I
Actually,
don't
a
even
lot-
really know where it comes from.
I'm gonna say this.
They ripped it off clean from me. They
a
didn't do
lot
any
of
nice.
they ripped it like a napkin.
the handful of I don't know about that because I guess in
I don't know culturally what they
porn
feel
in
about it.
general is usually if people are cut. So
Yeah.
I don't know how to because I guess we got to ask our Asian audience.
Yeah, any Asian in the audience, do you got your foreskin still?
Cut or uncut.
Let us know.
Yeah.
Write into our weekly newsletter.
Speaking of Asians, let's get back to the Switch. Because we
All right,
we
fine.
strayed
Speaking
so
of Asians.
we strayed so
Yeah,
far.
I don't know. There's a fucking Mario Kart game. It's like vaguely open world. There's a Donkey Kong game. I don't know, man. I was so bored the entire because I was waiting for like something weird to be there. You know what I mean? I was waiting for like Gears
You're waiting
collection.
for Reggie to come back
No, like
and like start like
Reggie's like
sucking off the fucking like the console itself.
I'm about to bust.
Reggie comes back and he's like, "These niggas have been wilding."
I got to get back to playing Animal Crossing New Leaf on my Nintendo Switch.
Yes,
Yes,
I can unhinge my jaw like a snake.
I
And he just puts a whole.
I
switch
can
in his
unhinge
mouth.
my jaw and fold it completely backwards, much like Pac-Man upon death.
And he also does the little.
I
Spiral
also
too.
spin and vanish. My family thinks it's terrifying and strange, but I think it's just the way I am.
Dude, dubbing fucking those would be actually really fun.
Dude, my favorite thing about those is like how cheery the Nintendo the lady is
Yeah,
in the Nintendo Direct, regardless of what it is she's talking about.
yeah, it's like
Like we've
dire
had this gag on
straits.
Sacred Symbols where it's like carry your dying daughter through a horde of the undead in The Last of Us Part 1 coming to Nintendo Switch. Incur the infinite wrath of a mad machine in I Have No Mouth But I Must Scream coming soon to Switch.
Damn bars.
Bars. Incur the wrath of a mad machine. They're always so cheery about it.
It is pretty good. I'll
Oscar Schindler's at it again.
It's what.
How many Jews can you save in Schindler's List 2?
Schindler's List
coming
2.
to Switch.
That sounds dope.
What would the secondary title be of Schindler's List 2? Schindler's List 2?
It would just be Schindler's
Bigger
List.
list.
Schindler's.
It would be
Revenge.
Schindler's Lists.
Yeah,
Schindler's List.
It's like aliens.
Schindler's List.
So the console's what, $600 for us, $650 for us.
Yeah, $5.99. That's right. It was
it's
$5.99. It's $5.99,
I
right?
think it was.
Let me look it up.
Excuse me?
Let me fact check. I could be wrong. I think it's $4.99 though.
I hope it's $4.99.
Because I can't fucking imagine
Still
$5.99.
$4.99 is like
That's what I'm. No, I was already.
$4.99 is what I expect. It's still like expensive.
It's annoying, but I guess that's.
well, there's a price that is what we're paying for it as well.
I just.
Oh yeah, the fucking screen share. They showed like a screen share feature on like their game chat, and it was like running at like 10 frames a second, like in the promotional. So I guess props to them for not lying. I guess because they could have just like they could have easily just like
it, yeah.
They
did the
don't
live.
have to. Why would Nintendo lie? They don't have to lie.
Oh, that is a very,
That is
very
true.
good point.
I'm saying they could have.
The fact that people are like
It behooves them to.
You dumb idiots are gonna buy it regardless. This thing runs at 1 frame per second.
That's insane. That's a slideshow.
That's just like, and then people are just, what do I pre-order? Fuck! I can't wait to get the new Pokemon for $89.
Mario Kart World coming soon to PowerPoint.
Yeah, these floppy disks too.
What's the price range?
I don't know. God damn it. Price. Yeah, let me see.
The deluxe edition of Mario Kart for $400. That's it.
Why can't I see?
That's all only for.
What the fuck? I guess I'll just look up this Nintendo.
With his wallet.
God of War coming to the Nintendo Switch. Play as a nigga that's not really a nigga.
The fact that it's
with a
this difficult to
son.
find is hilarious because it shows that they don't want it to be easily found necessarily.
You just Google it. Isn't this a quick
Google ain't fucking reliable no more, man.
Google
That's
sucks
ChatGPT
now.
then. Fuck.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I wonder if
Chat-
it'll know. ChatGPT.
Jit my
Let me ask you. Hold on. Hey ChatGPT. The Nintendo Direct was today, and they unveiled the Switch 2. How much is the Switch 2? I forgot.
Shut up, nigga.
Have you heard of Jitler?
I didn't even fucking. Oh, that was voice chat. That was stupid.
Oh, sick.
Yo, what's up, chat? So the Nintendo Direct was today. I can't remember how much the Switch 2 costs. Can you let me know, please? I'm so scared.
I love you. You didn't say I love you. He's not gonna
I
give
forgot
it
to say I love you.
Like, you don't love me, so no.
It was officially announced so the base model is priced. It does know. It's awesome. The base model is priced at $449, and there's a bundle for $499. So,
what does the bundle come with?
I don't know. Probably a Mario Kart. The most interesting thing about it to me was like mouse controls, because like the Switch it doubles as a mouse, which is cool. I like that. That's neat. But like I don't really, who cares?
How did it talk about its capabilities of like graphic capabilities?
They can go to 120 frames now.
And go to 120 frames in handheld. I know.
Handheld.
It goes 120 frames in docked. It can go 60 frames.
Yeah, but how crazy? It's.
You said 120 docked.
Yeah.
So if I play on my big ass TV, you think I'm gonna get 120?
Maybe. I mean, look, I don't know. They said it could do it. But
I like the word could. It probably was. It took up the entire string.
My favorite thing about it is that
could, in theory,
yeah, it could. So like, I don't know, man. I nothing grabbed me. I wanted some weird news. Like I wanted Marcus Phoenix to show up, be like, oh, the Gears collection's coming. It was just like, oh shit, that's dope.
I'm gonna kill all of you.
Elden Ring's gonna be on there.
Yeah, there's a new FromSoft game coming to it, exclusively.
What, FromSoft?
Yeah, I think so.
Really?
Yeah, it's called like Dusk Bloods or something. But
is it
I couldn't care less.
Game? Is it Souls-like?
Get this. Yeah. Yeah, no, I don't know. Like, I'm not gonna buy a fucking Switch 2 for a fucking FromSoft game. I could give a fuck about that. Really,
I don't. I'm in the middle of it. I'm like, probably. The thing is, if I buy it, I'm not gonna use it enough.
That's the thing.
That's why I'm like,
a waste
I don't
of time
think I
and
should
money.
do this.
Yeah, is all the new shit gonna come out for the OLED Switch?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So what the fuck? Who cares?
Well, the thing about it too is that like they've just got Elden Ring, right? It's gonna take them like this isn't like modern hardware, really.
Yeah.
So I whatever. It's fine.
The games are expensive. That's the point where I'm like, this is expensive.
Well, Mario Kart was expensive.
But it's like clearly they must be testing the waters, see how it sells, right?
Yeah, for sure. They're definitely being like, will this fuck everything? Well, I don't know about them actually, because they don't care really.
That's true.
They could sell you fucking. They could have done it for like 100.
Yeah,
probably.
There's a bag of dirt cart 64.
Yeah, bag of dirt cart 64.
It's 64 because it's worth. There's only 64 minutes worth of gameplay.
Travel at a max speed of Crash Team Racing on easy in the new Mario Kart world.
Mario Kart world.
I think the game. I don't know. I'm in between because I see like the idea of like the up-res versions of the games, but I already beat those games. I don't need to get an up-res version of like.
Oh, did you see that some Switch games won't be compatible too? Did you see
no
that?
way. I heard they were all compatible.
No, it says they said there are 3 types of Switch 2 games: Switch 2 games, Switch 2 compatible games, and then Switch 2 edition games. So not every. It seems to me like that's a weird thing to. That's weird.
Yeah, what is
because you would say up front as a selling point, obviously, that this is backwards compatible.
I think they did say that.
They did not say that.
Really?
They specified Switch 2 compatible games.
Yeah,
there's
so
no reason to say that.
Some of them that will have some resale value
Yeah.
will be the Switch 2 editions.
Right, exactly. They're going to double dip. They're going to be like, this can run at 10 frames more and
so
still look
funny.
worse than PS5. But yeah, you know,
That is
get on in there.
delicious. That
I
is
think the thing is
delicious.
that you're not getting it for the.
That's
you're not
great.
getting it for the.
And Metroid Prime is coming to both of them, so who cares?
You're not getting it for the
That's
strength of
weird.
it.
Yeah.
Like for me, like I can play my PS5 on my Steam Deck.
Right,
So for me, I'm like I don't need
precisely.
this.
Yeah.
Exactly,
Yeah, I don't.
you know?
I'm not.
I don't understand when they do stuff like that. It was like Ragnarok. I would have had to have bought a PS5 if it was exclusive to PS5.
Well,
But I played it on my fucking PS4 Pro.
They did that because of the fact that people couldn't grab the PS5.
No,
That was why they
I
did
thought at that point
They did
they
it.
were out of the weeds.
well, no,
No?
What they
I don't remember.
The reason they did that, and this is just based on like what I've been able to piece together
Sure.
from data and stuff, is that there are simply so many PS4s in the wilderness, like out there in use still to this day. Dude, people are still there's still a healthy population playing the fucking Last of Us multiplayer on PS3. So like people on PS4 are still playing,
Yeah.
and so they're like, "Fuck, that's a lot of money we're leaving on the table." Also, game development's expensive as fuck now. Like we can't really get away with spending hundreds of millions of dollars on a game that isn't going to be available to our widest audience possible. So that's what's happening, really.
Around that time, were people still struggling to get PS5s when it came out? Do you remember?
With Ragnarok?
Not really.
That was like maybe like a year or two that lasted.
Okay. Because
yeah.
this is, I guess, my only...
Dude, we're still getting cross-gen stuff. We're still getting shit that comes to PS4.
All right.
It's crazy.
It is kind of... It's interesting to me that... This was my argument, I guess. It's not even... Because it's still a good thing. It was good. It was a great thing for me. I only had to buy the game, right?
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is how many people are out there just like me that absolutely it wouldn't have been a question. It's like, well, I'm not going to not play the game. I'm definitely going to buy a PS5.
It would have been a lot, but it wouldn't have been...
You don't think it would have been worth it?
150 million the first second. Like it like exists on PS4. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like that's
yeah.
what it is ultimately. It's just like there's so many people there still active all the time using this thing.
Sure.
Why?
I wonder. If I was a business person, I would have tried to gamble and be like, no, these consumers, if it was exclusive, they would have saved their money
Sure.
to upgrade their console and buy the new fucking game.
It wouldn't have been as many as you got. The people have.
But
the
just
console
how many
and done it.
hundreds is that? It's like, so let's extract all the people that had the PS4s, and now let's times it by the fucking what $600 they essentially just like the one person paid. I feel like it could. I would have been a gambling man. I would have gambled on that.
That's why you don't have a corporation.
And then I would
That's
have.
why you're not a businessman.
And then the board would have kicked me out.
They would have had you killed.
I think I would have too.
killed.
I do think I would have thought the same thing. Where it's
Yeah.
just like, well, dude, you have a new machine. Don't you want people to feel like they have something on the new machine that they, you know what I mean? Don't you want to draw to it? Don't you
Yeah.
want people to feel like they're getting something
That
that
makes
can only
sense to
exist on
me.
this machine?
Yeah.
Like it makes sense. I understand that, but it's also like an old world mentality.
Yeah,
Like we're in a different world now where it's just like these consoles are sticking around longer and longer. They like are used in different ways.
Yeah.
And budgets are fucking crazy.
Yeah, I'm not a
Like Grand Theft Auto
Oh,
6 easily over $1 billion to make.
that's crazy.
Easily.
Yeah,
Like I'm
and
not even it's not even a question.
which is I mean, the crazy thing is,
And that's going to be exclusive, actually.
yeah, that is,
Which is actually crazy.
But the thing that's
no, to a modern, like, current gen.
Yeah,
so like, it's not coming to PS4, I don't think.
Oh, too bad.
I couldn't imagine.
Too bad.
yeah,
for them,
it's at this point,
I can't care.
It's fine. I feel like it's fine. It's the cycle. It's been enough years to
I'm
where
tired of poor people succeeding when they're poor. Like, I'm done.
That's crazy.
I'm sick of that.
But yeah, I mean, the whole devil's advocate thing aside, like it's a good. Yeah, it's great. It's cool that they still do that. Like, come on, like
Yeah.
It's not. I don't think it's necessary because I said at this point, I feel like as a consumer, I don't. Sure, everybody has the right to complain, but I would feel silly complaining at this late in the cycle,
Right.
where it's like, okay, it's been out for like 5 years now, or just about, and so if they're gonna start putting some like big exclusive things on just these. I mean, you can't even really call it new gen anymore, right?
Yeah, it's current gen now.
Yeah, so.
But yeah, man, it's expensive. It's
Switch
expensive to make games now. It's fucking ridiculous.
That's the
Switch
big
games at
thing.
$80.
And you used to
right?
be able to like, yeah, you used to be able to make an exclusive or like make like, okay, this is next gen only, and you get your money back pretty quick. You know, you'd make less if you didn't make it for both, for sure. It's like Tony Hawk, you know what I mean? Even back then they were doing that. Like, oh, here's Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 for PS1 and PS2.
Yeah, it's crazy.
You know what I mean? They were still doing that a little bit because they were like, let's get as much as we can. But now it's like you can't. Like, you gotta really have it made. You gotta be Rockstar or like, you know, FromSoft or something. You know, to
how fast do you think how fast do you think Rockstar will make back their money?
I think immediately.
Yeah.
I think
Right.
I think within that first week they'll have recouped their budget.
That's
for
why
sure.
I'm like you
on
can spend
microtransactions
it, right?
alone.
You think on microtransactions within the first week?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's crazy.
Within the first week, interesting.
I think they'll make they make so much.
I know they make
It's ridiculous.
I didn't think like I didn't consider. I guess I'm not a microtransaction guy, so I'm not
Sure.
considering like, oh, I can't wait to get in the game and buy something immediately. But that's probably
I think
what
they'll
those people
sell.
are.
I
That's fucking
think they will
ludicrous to
sell.
me. That's ludicrous to me, genuinely.
Yeah, we're not those people though. So.
I think that'll.
Let's play
I think
this
it'll
game.
sell 15 million in the first week.
15 million
minimum.
I think that's safe.
Yeah.
I think it'll say. It'll
that's
sell
very
very
safe.
Maybe even in fucking day one. I don't.
I think it's gonna be so stupid. Like I think we genuinely can't fathom how insane it's gonna sell because no matter where I go on the internet, there's a stupid GTA 6 joke that
Yeah.
people. It's always on their fucking minds.
Yeah. I'm excited. Like, we don't have these moments often.
No.
You know what I mean?
No.
Like, it's kind of like Half-Life 3 finally coming out. It's just like I wouldn't necessarily even care, but like, whoa, you know, that's like a big deal.
That would be cool. Like, yeah, like holy shit, they
I'm
did
getting
it.
that game. Like for me, that game is very much so going to live and die based on how good the storytelling is.
Oh, for sure. Yeah,
That's how it does it for me.
So that's a Rockstar game.
Well,
modern, anyway.
Well, a lot of people are just going to play that game to play that game. And I'm like,
For sure,
well,
yeah.
it's here. Let's play it.
I might even. You know, I don't know.
I'm going to get it because not only do I like it, Lily loves that game as well too. So I'm going to get it for her. And then it's going to be hilarious seeing what the fuck happens. Because the storytelling is like up to par from what modern Rockstar is. That's going to be insane.
It'll be cool.
Yeah, I just hope.
Do I think it is? I don't know if the story of... I don't know GTA exactly allows the same kind of storytelling as Red Dead.
It's definitely different.
Obviously character-wise. But we'll see. I'm actually optimistic. I'm like, I'll probably see.
They've never really tried because it's because of the tones of the games are it's supposed to be like right like with Red Dead it has a serious tone to it like the story it's kind of like it's like how the way Scorsese sees films is what I'm saying. There are certain genres that are never respected in a way that like it may be a fucking unanimously everyone loves this shit. But it's never going to be like respected as that's a great, compelling story, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I feel like that's
There's
what, like
no way
that's what's going to happen with GTA 6.
It's an extendedly good movie.
It's like how a lot of people feel about animation. You know what I mean? Where it's like
yeah.
for some reason people are like, oh, it's an animated movie. It doesn't count for like Oscar or whatever. It's like, you're
Exactly.
crazy.
And I'm like, that's why I feel like that's what's going to happen with GTA 6. Even if the story's pretty fucking good, people are like, yeah, whatever, I just want to kill cops. They'll be like, oh, yeah, that's
It's
fine.
going to be like, this is a contemporary, this is like a modern day third person shooter. Who cares?
Yeah.
Yeah. It doesn't have like cowboy hats.
It doesn't. It doesn't have cowboy hats.
I mean, I honestly like, dude. Like, I don't know. I think
There's
about
no
Red Dead
John
1.
Marston. I don't know what the fuck. I don't know what the point
There's
is.
no like iconic. Oh, there's a woman now.
Yeah.
Oh, you know.
I think people overstate Red Dead 1 as being like, because Red Dead 1 is fucking wacky. Like, it is more grounded than like, you know, GTA is by a mile. But I think it's more like GTA 4 than anything else. It's like it's grounded and still like.
I mean, it's
what
still,
the fuck is
there's
going? Like
tons of
that
wacky
snake oil salesman is so stupid.
There's some.
That's the dumbest character I've ever seen.
I love that guy.
Yeah, I know.
Full of wacky shit.
But it's
2
less
is silly.
I don't know if I agree. Really,
2 is very silly.
Well, I mean, you can do silly shit in it.
It's. I think the fucking
there's silly characters in it.
There's silly. Yeah, there's silly characters in it.
To the extent that there were in Red Dead 1.
There's a fucking vampire in the back of a building. That tries to
that's an
attack you.
Easter egg.
Well, I mean, saying, like,
character. Like, I mean, people you interact with who you do missions for. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I can't. There's,
Like,
there's nothing popping out of my head. Like, but even when it comes to Red Dead 1, like that's like you said, like that the Snake Oil guy. Like, I think he's funny. He's good. He's good comedy relief.
Yeah,
fucking
I mean, they're
dumbass.
all like that though. Like
He's
a lot of the
dumbass.
characters are just like, ooh, like
Yeah.
what's
I
going
feel
on?
like,
I wouldn't say a lot. I
especially
feel like
being
there's more.
Southern Texas, just the dumbest people alive.
Yeah.
Probably why it's like you have a lot of stupid interactions, but yeah, it's this tone is very serious. The Pinkertons are fucking, or the agents are like, "Rawr," fucking Bill fucking shoots you and shit immediately. Like the tone's all, like it's all like, it's. I remember at least because I really the funny thing I think about it, I've only played Red Dead Redemption twice, and I've only played Red Dead 2 twice.
Yeah,
It's kind of funny when I
that
think
sounds
about
right.
it.
That's a lot of playtime.
Red Dead Redemption 2, I just got to Saint Denis again, and I'm like, all right, I'm
It's
not.
actually St. Dennis.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It's finally at the point of the game where the game is entirely open to me. I can do whatever I want,
Uh-huh.
and I'm like, I'm a monster. I'm killing horses in the street. I'm blowing women's heads off. Like I'm a god in this world.
It's what you do,
That's what you do.
That's how, as one should.
as one should, as
Guys,
is customary.
I real quick, I went a little bit forward with the AC Shadows again.
Oh yeah,
And I know we mentioned this briefly on the other episode or the previous one, but I really am convinced that they did something wrong with the way that shit's like the linear. Because again,
The linearity of it?
I'm deeper into the game now. Not much deeper because I'm still doing way too much side shit trying to upgrade my shit. But I had a Yasuke flashback, and then you're learning how to become a samurai, and then I'm doing these like it almost feels like a tutorial again because I'm fighting with just like the sticks, like instead of it's not steel, but it feels like I'm like why am I doing? I'm doing like I've done this, like I don't. It's weird. It feels. I'm confused. I feel like this has to.
it's so weird. It's weird specifically because it's like, okay, look, you can do flashbacks, right?
Of course.
But then don't like teach me how to fight,
Yeah.
or do things in the game. Like show me like a narrative thing that's important, and then I'm able to do all the stuff that I normally am able to do. Like, you know what I mean? Like it's very weird that they tutorialize so much in those specific story flashbacks when you're gonna come across them like 30 hours, 40 hours, 50 hours in.
Right.
It's very bizarre.
Dude, within that flashback, this is when you finally like become a samurai, right? Like where like he's like, all right, you're a samurai. What should we call you? You kill these people from this rival school, whatever, of your sensei. Not a spoiler. This is
who
dumb
cares?
light bullshit. But like, I'm fighting them without any of the stuff that I've obtained in the game, and it feels so
It's a flashback,
stupid. And I'm like, I am too deep into this game. I'm probably like 20 hours deep or something. Now, granted, again, I've been doing a lot of side stuff, but I'm like, it just feels impossibly wrong. Like it almost feels like I'm like this. They
definitely restructured the shit out of it. I think I said that in the last episode too. Like they definitely like edited this somehow.
Why
I
is
don't
the
know.
question? Like,
You know what it is actually, now that I think about it?
Uh-huh.
I think they probably, again, this is all budgets, but like I think it's like they made a bunch of stuff and then they realized like we can't start the game this way. We should start it here. And they found a better starting point. And then they were like, oh, but we made all that stuff. Like everything that we made, like all those levels, that's like millions and millions and millions of dollars.
No, we can't waste
We can't
this.
just we can't just throw it away.
But it's like you can.
It's like fucking Ragnarok with the fucking garden where you're picking paints and shit.
yeah, where you want to kill yourself. Yeah.
Any sane person would have cut that. Any sane human being would have been like, this is long, not interesting. Make this just take this sequence in gameplay and make it a cutscene or something.
Yes. Quick
they were
little
like,
montage.
But they were like, look at, we spent so much money on this environment. I'm convinced that's the reason like there's a lot of that stuff in games now.
I think
like
you're
because
right.
it's just like there's too much budget that goes into it. We can't throw it away. It used to be like, dude, it's so funny when you go. There's so much information about things in older games that were completely cut. You know, like entire modes, entire characters, entire like rigs, 100%. Weapon systems. They cut sprint and like melee combos from Halo 2. Like all that stuff, and you could see it. You know, I defy you to find any information about anything that has been cut from a game in the last 5 to 10 years. I'm not even kidding. Where is it? I haven't seen a video about it. I haven't seen an essay about it. I
know there's content cut from Baldur's Gate 3, 100%.
Like what?
Like a bunch of dialogue content.
What do you mean?
Bunch,
like voice recordings?
Like whole lines and missions like that cut from the game.
That's a big ass game too.
Yeah. Yeah, there was way more.
I can at least the lines can make some sense to me because
I know Will's supposed to have more of a story than he did.
Oh.
He was supposed to have like more of a story than he did.
Supposed to or did, and they couldn't get it working or get it pacing right, and then they just
cut
threw it away. Because it's one thing to have
That's
things
true.
planned. It's another thing to make like, dude, there are entire levels in Halo 2 that are just made, and then they're just like, nah, we don't got time to figure it out.
No, there was a bunch of like there's a ton
in this day and age, they've been like, make it a fucking I don't know,
shoehorn it some way.
Throw it in there.
You ever saw the thing with Carlac, how she can read minds, and she ends up reading your character's mind and realizes your character is being played by a person, and she's like, "What the fuck is going on? You're a guy in there."
No, I didn't see that. It's like some super meta.
Yeah, and she's like, I'm like, can you stop, bitch? I feel really uncomfortable.
That's funny.
Stop talking directly to me. It's making me upset.
Yeah, you're breaking the immersion, bitch. Stop.
I don't want to marry you anymore. If you're fucking.
Is that a Razer headphone? What is that?
Can you imagine, dude? That
it's like Psycho Mantis.
I was just thinking that. Yeah. But yeah, dude. As like one thing, you know, I think artists, we all kind of learn this the hard way, is when you finally like kind of level up when you learn how to scrap things, even things that you've put countless amount of hours into. When you're like at a certain point, you're like, this is just not working out, and then you just abandon it. Maybe you can come back to it at some point and have it be something, but it's just. When I started seeing a lot of bands back in the day, when you would see their B-sides of, we wrote 20 songs and then we just chose like 10. And you're like, holy shit, dude, there's literally just as many songs that a lot of times never see the light of day. And you just have to be content with that.
That's all of Untitled fucking Kendrick Lamar's Untitled album. That's a whole B-sides of a Butterfly.
Right.
That is in fact better than most people's entire discographies. And it's like, this guy cut a B-side better than anything you've made.
It's interesting. And that's all like, same thing, the gaming industry, things work out. We're like, fuck, we spent all this time and effort and money onto this, but sometimes it just doesn't work. And sometimes it feels unfair. Like I remember like certain actors, even being a part of like the background acting stuff, where you're like, oh, they cut out this entire thing. I'm not even in this shit anymore. Like, that sucks. Well, I got paid, so whatever. At least I got fucking paid, I guess.
Right,
but like at the end of the day, that's just how it is. And clearly, it's really killing the game for me. Shadows. It's
I just don't the idea of a flashback the idea of learning from a flashback when you're already done it is really insane.
It's just like doing things.
That is so
it almost
overpacing.
feels like it should have been in the beginning.
It should have been in the beginning, all this stuff, and then also the only thing I can say to counter, but also not, is that okay, you don't have to do that stuff. You could just kind of like do the stuff more in a more linear way, but also to me that defeats the purpose of an RPG where like I want to wander and just stumble upon stuff like I'm doing. And then I stumbled upon something. The cutscene was cool until they started making me do shit that I didn't want to do. And I'm like, oh my God.
Learn how to climb. It's like,
and then
I've been climbing.
I had a fucking like limited amount of time to play. And I wasted all this time. First of all, finding things, following the knowledge points, which, dude. Okay, so I finally leveled up my knowledge, which you had to find 5 of those little things to do, which was tedious as shit. Now to get to the level 3, I got to find 10 of them. And I was just like, oh my God. So essentially what's going to happen is I'm going to not upgrade all my stuff because it's too tedious to and I couldn't even find a trainer to like cheat. I was trying to find a trainer because I just want to unlock my you know how like say a lot of times it'll be level gated. Reach level this and then it unlocks. If it was that, I would be fine because then I'd just be grinding. Like, grind to level 20 and then it's going to unlock this knowledge points. No, you have to go out of your way to either find these lost scrolls. And then they're hidden in stupid little areas. Oh, one's behind this thing, and I'm like, one's on the roof. So you have to use Now Way. So I got to switch. At least you can switch on the fly.
Oh, they put that in
you
the
can
game
switch
actually?
on the fly.
Okay,
Because I remember being like, fuck. once you beat the first act, then you can just switch them out, load them out, and you'll be in the exact. It's actually more convenient than GTA 5 because you'll load out in the same place, which is stupid. But
to on a pier somewhere.
Yeah, you'll be fucking forever. Or you're like, God damn it, I'm so far away from where I wanted to be.
Yeah.
But like, it's cool that I feel like that was a decision they made because like people are gonna kill us if we don't do that. And so it is, but it is still tedious. Where I'm like,
can you just not play as Yasuke the whole game?
you can. I imagine to further the acts, probably not. But I think that you can probably. It'll probably be like GTA, where you further somebody's story as much as you can until you're forced to switch.
I just never played as Yasuke once. Like every time it gets off, he switches off.
I get like when people say the contrast, the that bothered them a lot. It is bothersome when you just want to do something on the fly real quick. Like, I want to grab something real fast. I'm like, oh, fuck, I have to like switch now. It's kind of just a little annoying because you only need to switch for a very specific thing.
Yeah,
or
there's like really specific. Oh, he can't climb this.
Yeah. So that I'm like, I'm just like, why can't Yasuke use a hook? Why can't he grapple? Like, I know he's a big man, but he's strong and muscular. That's how
they kind of
they
boxed themselves into a corner with that one.
Yeah, they did
because they were like, if the second we give him the hook. It's, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's just the whole premise goes out the window.
Have you tried to eagle dive with Yasuke?
Funny.
That shit is so fucking funny, dude.
It is. It's funny like the first time. And then like the second time it's funny. And the third time it's amusing.
So far,
are you doing it again?
I've only done it 3 times and he said something different each time. I wonder how many lines he has.
Yeah.
And he was
it kind of struck me as like, this is cute, but like,
it was more
the eagle dive with, I think after the first time you're doing it, he's like, hey, I'm really not built to do that.
I'm a giant man that gonna explode the haystack. It would be kind of funny if they disallowed you to do it after a while. That would have been interesting.
Dude, the Animus stuff sucks.
It's like I have only ran into what was it? Just
it's barely there. So why is it?
Well, I've made that argument for so long. I'm like, dude, at this point, because I know there's people that like it.
Yeah.
And I think at this point, I'm gonna be honest.
The original, dude, I don't know, man. The original Assassin's Creed story got so fucked up. The second, like, they fucked it up entirely and I think in the Brotherhood, I think they ruined it. They killed him. So basically,
doesn't Desmond die?
No. Well, so that's the end of 3.
Later, yeah.
Spoiler alert for Desmond Miles, everybody's favorite hero.
Woo!
No, so like in Assassin's Creed 2, they basically like have this weird plot point moment where like Desmond gets mind controlled and kills like a friend of his. And at first you're like, oh, weird. That didn't seem telegraphed at all. I wonder if they'll pay that off. They don't. And I found out only like the last couple, only in the last like week did I find this out because Alana Pierce made a video about it because she was like obsessed with the original Assassin's Creed story. Was that like they killed her character because she wanted to be paid royalties?
That's right. That's right. I forgot about that.
Yeah. So
I remember hearing about that.
So then they just killed her character.
They're like, nope.
To avoid paying her. And then it completely now it just doesn't make sense.
Wait, I'm sorry. She played a character in Assassin's Creed, I'm guessing, right?
No. Alana?
Then what happened?
She's our age.
That's why I'm confused.
She's not,
I'm like,
she made a video.
She made a video about it.
Oh.
I feel like that was a really reasonable.
No, I'm just confused. I'm like, they killed her character. And I'm like, wait, what?
They killed this character.
Yeah.
That was like, the whole point was that she was like an undercover assassin working for Abstergo or whatever the fuck. And then she breaks you out. And then because she wanted money for royalties or whatever, they were like, actually, she's an undercover Templar.
Kill her.
So she just becomes a Templar. There's nothing to set that up at all. It also doesn't make sense because why the fuck would you break somebody out of your own? Like, none of it makes sense. They just did it for money, like literally just for money. And then they were like, fuck it, whatever.
Yeah.
We got to annualize this. Shit, we can't stick with this sci-fi thing. I was so excited about the original Assassin's Creed like trajectory too, because I thought it was leading up to like a modern day kind of thing. You know what I mean? Like Watch Dogs or something, but like Assassin's Creed.
I think that was the plan.
And like it just never happened.
That definitely seemed like it was the plan.
Weren't they in the future though?
Well, no, they were. I mean,
it was just like a dystopic modern.
It was like wasn't Desmond in the future?
It was like modern day, but it was just like dystopic kind of.
It was like contemporary.
Yeah.
So it was like 2008 around that time.
And then wasn't Desmond? This is when it had the aliens still, right? The other aliens, not the idea
The idea was that they had gods or something. There was it tied into Adam and Eve and all this stuff.
Nephilim shit, you know?
Yeah.
Well, because initially wasn't it like, didn't the people that put you into Animus in the first, weren't they like a set of aliens themselves?
No, I don't know.
No, they were just
Really?
they were just Templars. They were just.
I hope you didn't
or
watch a
Abstergo.
video essay of somebody theorizing that or something.
I know I didn't. I'm confused. I remember hearing that somewhere, and then eventually it's like these actual aliens straight up. Like after they get to like Black Flag and so they're straight up just like aliens.
Oh, I don't know anything post 3 to be
They're
honest.
like-
with
No,
you.
they're just straight back. No, because after 3, they really abandoned anything within the story itself. They really stopped exploring like deep into the Animus. Like 4, they're still doing some stuff like you're first person controlled, and then you're still doing a few things. Oh, good, this, and you do a little bit of wandering around the office and stuff like that. There's little tidbits here and there, and that's the last of it really having anything. But it was so inconsequential. I don't even remember most of it because it took such a back seat. It didn't even matter anymore. All it did at this point was just immersion breaking. At that point, it was like, guys, you either need to do it like it was with Desmond or just don't do it at all.
Yeah.
And
So then who? Because they do all of. Because even when you start off, the newest one, Shadows, they show all those other stories. How do they connect to each other?
Whatever.
well, it's just like, what do you mean? Like, how do the stories connect?
Yeah.
Well, it's not necessarily about them connecting. Because the idea of the Animus is the ancestor and pulling through the DNA, their memories.
So I guess it could have been different people.
They're extracting.
Ancestors?
Well, so there's people going to the Animus and then through their memories, they're extracting data, they're extracting artifacts. They want to find the stuff, right? That's essentially what has been the entire point of gaining power, this knowledge, blah 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 blah.
So I thought the point was that like it was one person and like
No.
that was different variations of their family throughout history.
You thought it was one person? What do you mean?
Because I'm still kind of attached to the idea of Desmond, right? So they kept going back in Desmond's
the whole
family tree.
Abstergo has many people in Animuses.
There you go. That's what I thought. Desmond was a particular case. Whereas like
Well,
in
he was
your
just-
blood, they're able to find.
Well, he
all
was
these
like
things.
a big, like he was kind of he was the catalyst in that story until he died, and then
Doesn't he just get killed on some random bullshit?
no,
Yeah.
well, I mean, I don't know how random it is, but it was.
I mean, it's not random in the sense of the story. It's random for the build-up that they were going for.
Yeah.
It's just like,
Did he ever become assassin himself?
no.
well,
That's kind of that's
almost got there and he did it.
yeah. He almost does, and then he dies, which is so crazy because he spent like 5 games up until that point, if you count Brotherhood and Revelations, like learning how to become an assassin.
Like he's doing all the parkour stuff.
Yeah, like it's a point. I
Yeah,
think,
I
even that
remember-
he's
I
like
remember the
he's
point when-
retaining. It's a point I think in the game that it's unusual that he's like retaining abilities outside of like he has eagle vision and shit. Like it's not normal.
Yeah.
And it's just like, oh, what the? So you're kind of like a special case. Or
I
whatever.
remember that because I remember like seeing the like mission where he dies. Where he's like doing stuff to get there, and then he dies, and I'm like, oh,
Yeah,
interesting.
I think he like
He sacrificed
exploded or
himself for
something?
like
Yeah.
humanity or something.
Yeah.
But then like it turns out it's like, oh, the god was tricking him or something. So it's just like, oh, great.
It's always it's been like that
Great,
from the
awesome.
It's supposed to be like a whole like thriller thing, spy thing. Like it was interesting until let's say once Desmond ended. I personally couldn't care less about the Animus anymore. Abstergo. I know that's the point of it is still that baked into it. Kind of like even with Odyssey, where they still had a little bit of that. Like they did it in a way that I was fine with it, but ultimately I still don't care. I liked being in ancient Greece, doing cool historic shit, then fucking, DLC type stuff where I'm in the labyrinth and, there's like mythical creatures and stuff like that. And you interact with some of the gods at some point.
And then you meet other gods who are just aliens pretty much. And they're like, here's Thor, actually. Here's Anubis.
Yeah, I don't know.
And it's like, huh?
I like that stuff. I don't
When
mind.
did this?
I don't really mind that stuff. To me, it's just like I was actually genuinely into the whole like I think the reason why Assassin's Creed is successful is because of that weird dual premise that they had originally. Like it was like really interesting for that time.
Yeah.
Like the whole like sci-fi, but it's like an ancient history game. It's like what the
Right.
fuck is going on here? And it was a cool setup up until and then they just kind of like didn't know what the fuck they were doing, and then they were just like whatever.
They completely
and
dropped the
that
ball.
kind of fucked it up for me. Like I was super into it.
That's why there's that whole diehard.
I mean, Desmond sucks.
There's
but-
a whole. There was a whole. People were waiting for the potential for him not to suck, and it never happened.
Yeah.
and
He was about to not suck, then he died.
yeah. There was a whole community.
Yeah.
It was clear that they didn't know what to do, so they killed him off. They didn't know what to do.
Yeah.
I mean, it's so obvious. They're like,
That's so
we don't know what to do.
shitty.
Straight up.
They fumbled the entire premise and then went in a direction where let's just focus on making the game fun instead of being like
They
intellectually stimulating.
They kept having a hard time finding reasons for Desmond to go into the Animus. It's very funny because like I think in Revelations, I never played it, but I was like looking into it. It's just like apparently in that game, like you're just kind of in a coma and they just like they don't know they can't take you anywhere, so they just put you in the Animus. As far as I know, I could be wrong.
Yeah,
but like Desmond's in a coma a lot.
He's taking naps.
He's damn near. He might honestly.
He might have not even died. He might have actually just been dead the whole time.
He might have just invented everything post Assassin's Creed 2 in his brain because he's so damaged.
that'd be so funny.
He's just sitting comatose in a bed.
What do you guys think is the most redeemed character in the video game? Like a character that goes from being like a shitty character to like, oh, this guy's character is actually pretty cool.
See, that's a question I feel like it needs a lot of deep thought. Because just immediately,
I would say Raiden probably. I still don't like that nigga, but he definitely glows up.
The most redeemed, probably Crash.
Definitely Crash.
Yeah, Crash was an evil son of a bitch.
Crash never sucked.
In the lore, you don't know the lore of Crash Bandicoot?
No,
He's a shithead.
Actually,
Yeah.
what do you? I feel like you just can't be.
No,
true.
he's like chaotic. He has no. That's what the masks are. The masks are like guidance for it because he's such a fucking just distressing force of just chaotic nothing. Where there's just like he just acts completely independently of any like good intent.
I feel like he's not a bad guy though.
His sister isn't, so she can talk. But no, Crash is like a bad person.
No.
Yes, and the whole thing is like the masks are like guiding him to like doing a good thing for once. That's the lore of Crash Bandicoot.
I feel like he just misbehaves, but he's not like hurting people.
I don't know, I made all this up.
You piece of shit. That's why I was like, Crash being. That's why it didn't work. I was like, Crash being bad is so insane because he's just like.
Yeah, I was kind of like
not bothering anybody.
I never said that he was bad. I said that he just was.
He's chaotic,
distinctly
like everybody.
uncaring.
Everyone's chaotic. Every main character and everything's chaotic. That's the nature of them.
No, not necessarily.
Name a non-chaotic good guy, and I think
The protagonist of the Lex Friedman podcast.
the protagonist of this podcast. That's insane. Every main character in a game video, except for like maybe I don't know. Like Chris Redfield and those kind of niggas are like actually just good guys. But
Chris
like,
Redfield is absolutely chaotic. What do you mean? He punched a fucking boulder into it.
The boulder. That's a boulder.
You said Raiden.
Raiden. I think Raiden was a
what
bitch.
What about Gray Fox? You think he has more of a redemption?
Gray Fox?
Yeah, in Metal Gear Solid.
I don't remember.
Gray Fox just die?
Well, no, he sacrifices himself to fucking give you a chance to beat Metal Gear.
That's true. If I'm mistaken, yes. Because Fox is to the highest rank. That's the highest, right? It's higher than Snake.
Yeah. Without Gray Fox, you would have been fucked.
And then he got cyborged up, and he was about to kill you, and he was like, nah, nigga, I got
then he's
you.
like, nah, and then he fucking like
He blows
comes on
himself
fucking Metal Gear, and then Metal Gear stomps him. It's crazy. I'm fucking man. I'm so mad. I'm sorry for all the snake eater heads. Like Metal Gear Solid's the GOAT for me, dude. And I don't want to wait. What do you know? Wait fucking how many years to get a new remastered Metal Gear Solid?
Seven.
From the first one?
Yeah.
7.
Like Jesus Christ, because we gotta wait for fucking 2 now, and hopefully it just did.
That is genuinely crazy to me.
Look, Snake Eater is the best one. I always think it's the best one. I think I have my opinions of
as
why
a
I like
person
it
that
so much.
hates like stuff when they bake in too much realism into a game.
There's a lot of shit.
Fuck that
There's
shit,
a lot
dude.
of shit going on, okay? Especially in 2000, like what, fucking 5 or 6?
Yeah, it was like
and I was
4,
like
I think.
way
Yeah,
too young, and it was like, look at all this. You gotta eat and watch out for the crocodile. And you had the tranquilizer gun. It's like, how do I stop this crocodile with a tranquilizer gun? I'm 10. But I love that fucking game. I don't know. I have nothing but love for that game.
It's good. I'm obviously also extremely biased because there's this Metal Gear Solid is just. It was probably the first. Well, it was the first. It must have been the first stealth game I ever played. I can't think of anything else. It maybe not, but I just can't think of anything on
Final
SNES
Fight
right
is
now.
one of the funniest things to me ever.
I mean, Stealth thing didn't
I can't think of
really
anything on
exist
on
until PS1,
Sega
really.
or any. I can't think of anything. It must have been that. I'm just gonna go with that. It's the first anything that made me. Of course, how old I was, I didn't get most of the stuff.
Yeah.
I didn't understand.
Splinter Cell was the first one for me. I didn't play Metal Gear until later.
Yeah, I play the fuck out of it, but like, I was just way too stupid way too ignorant to understand how cool
pretty complicated,
the game actually is.
it's pretty.
Yeah.
The game series is fucking insane.
No, I mean just like literally the act of playing it.
For me,
Like playing Metal Gear Solid 1
2 confused
back
the
at that
fuck
time.
out of me when I was younger.
2.
Because 2, I feel like I was progressing but not understanding what was happening. I feel like I was just
Yeah.
like I was on a ride that I didn't understand the right way, and I was just like, "What the fuck is happening?"
I played. I played.
And I remember when I got the sword, and I was like, "Yeah, I got a sword." And then the way you use the sword in 2 is so fucking stupid. I was like, "Why did they even give me this? What was the point of me getting this? To deflect bullets badly? Like what?
Badly.
I remember playing it with my cousin, and my cousin was like, "Dude, it was like, oh, you got a sword, and finally you can like do cool stuff." And everyone was like, "Yay!" And then you were like.
It's a PS2 game.
And I was
Yeah,
like,
it's
what?
all right, man.
It's a PS2. That's a PS2 game.
Yeah, Metal Gear
Solid
2
2.
was a 2 game.
Yeah.
What is your perception of it?
I mean, I played it. That's it. All I know is I was there.
Do you not have a delineation of like generations in your mind?
At that time, not really.
You don't remember like
because I wasn't turning it on.
the
I
absolute
see.
jump in quality from like looking at Snake versus Snake.
Dude, you want to know what's crazy? You know what's crazy? In my brain right now,
Yeah.
they look they look probably the same to me.
That's
Dude,
impossible to
But
believe.
I played them when I was. This is also nearly 2 decades ago.
Kingston, well, you're not that much younger
Let me
than
see.
me.
Let me pull up
It's
a side-by-side
crazy to me that
picture.
you would
It's-
not see that because that jump was the
can at
biggest
least-
jump
I
ever.
can at least see in between those games. In that game franchise?
Graphically, no, I just mean graphically between games or between generations. Like it's ridiculous.
I think PS2 to PS3 Xbox era.
I think
was the
that was
most insane
also,
jump.
but like no,
Really? I think
yeah,
that was
no.
all the same
PS1 to
jump.
PS2 was great.
they looked like
PS2
humans.
PS2 to 360, and that was big.
Because they look like humans.
PS2 to
finally.
360 was bigger than the generations we've seen from PS3 to PS4 and PS4 to PS5 for sure.
Yeah.
But like PS1 to PS2 was outrageous.
Why it was so outrageous because the faces were just they were
I know
barely
Snake didn't
just
have a face. I know
outlines.
Snake didn't have a face. He had like angles.
No,
Bro, Spider-Man.
distinct-
I remember the Spider-Man game. Like, his hands were like boxes,
yeah.
you know,
yeah.
and like
Come on, don't show me fucking. They're not showing. They're showing me everything except for what I'm asking for.
oh, the original
Yeah, they're showing me like okay, even like go all the way to
MGS1 Snake.
MGS. I want you. Well, I can show you. I was trying to show them side by side.
Oh, yeah.
You know. Well, but here's MGS1, like where he's just a blurry.
I remember
box.
that, of course. His eyes were ideas of
Bro,
eyes.
that's even like that's Twin Snakes. I think. I don't even think that's because
You think that's Twin Snakes?
I played Metal Gear Solid 1 kind of recently.
You're probably. I mean, you might be right.
Let me see if I can find because
You might be right.
it is
That is the
hilarious
That's
how
the
he
GameCube
looks.
version, right?
Yeah.
Twin Snakes,
MGS1.
which upsets me that I can't own that on anything else.
I know.
It might be on the Switch's fucking new thing where it's like, hey, the fucking.
If they
GameCube-
did that, oh, you're right.
GameCube
That is
Plus.
Twin Snakes. You're right,
So
dude.
that's
Yeah, I remember that.
that's what. Yeah,
I remember that.
that is outrageous.
That's what I still see it as. No, I can see Raiden's face and his stupid body
And then
armor.
look at this. Like that is like from going from that to this is crazy. Going to
It really is
a
fucking nuts.
not face to distinct features.
Yeah, PS2 to PS3 was more like, okay, so there's more definition here.
Yeah,
But like straight up, like on PS1, characters just didn't have faces.
that's great.
Or just didn't have a mouth.
Yeah,
You know, I remember their mouths wouldn't move. You know, they would talk to you, and the camera would cut to them so that you would know that they're talking.
yeah.
It's yeah, man.
That's great, man.
But Fight Night, that was something. Fight Night 2005.
Yeah, I just like I love
I remember
when you
being
can just
blown away by that.
not like use. There's not much to animate, so you can use all of the. You can pour your resources into the characters.
Exactly. Yeah, like you're not gonna have like an open world with like weather effects and shit. So
Yeah.
you're just like, hey, make this guy look like a guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's always cool. That's why I always, when I was a kid, I'm like, God, why do fucking like fighting games look so much better? And it's like, well, yeah, no shit.
Yeah. In
Like-
retrospect, it's very obvious why.
Yeah.
Like you think about like even comparing things like what is it? Fucking Grand Theft Auto, like Vice City and stuff,
Yeah.
to other games on the PS2. It was just like,
Right.
why does this look
Right.
like shit? And you're like, oh, because there's a lot of it.
Notoriously,
Yeah.
I remember playing San Andreas, and I'm like, this game looks fucking awful.
I love
But
that game so much.
I could go so like endless. Oh, I'm going up this mountain. That mountain was more data than like probably most games that I fucking play.
Yeah,
you
I
know, it's
know.
just
I
like
still love the ports where you just to wiggle the car big. You just wiggle the car wide, and it makes you have a
That is so
wide ass-
crazy. I wonder
That
if those are. I
shit-
wonder if those are good.
I think they're finished now.
They better be.
Yeah, they did have that surprise fucking patch.
Yeah.
That's cool.
I want them to do that.
Still not enough for me to buy it,
Battlefront
though.
2, they finally upgraded it and it actually works now. I played it like a week ago. And
Battlefront 2 was fucked? Oh,
Yeah,
right,
it's
you're
really
right. I forgot about that.
I played it recently. It's actually really fun. It's still as fun as it was before.
Yeah.
I love throwing bombs in rooms with fucking droids in it.
Yeah.
Stupid ass fucking droids.
How much was it when they dropped that? I don't remember.
Like 40 maybe.
40?
I don't know.
Same thing with the definitive edition with them. What was the whole title of it? The Grand Theft Auto?
Oh, I don't know. I think it was
It was
just
like a long, stupid title, wasn't it?
No, I don't think so. I think it was the GTA Trilogy Definitive Edition or something.
I thought it was longer than that, but yeah.
It might have been something.
I thought it was something. I just remember it sounding really stupid, but
Look it up. I really don't remember.
Grand Theft Auto 5 titties.
Anyway, we're going to go read fucking questions from our patrons over at patreon.com/snarktank now. Remember, you can go over there, $5.
oh yeah, oh I see. You're right. It's just
Oh, was I right?
It just sounds long-winded because it's Grand Theft Auto, the trilogy, the definitive
Oh,
edition.
yeah, the trilogy is kind of weird, yeah. I thought it was GTA
There's
Trilogy.
just two thes in it.
That is
GTA, the trilogy, the definitive edition. Like, all right.
That is actually crazy. But pop on over to patreon.com/snarktank, ask us a question. Fucking Folgers, the best part of being gay is a long dick in your ass, wrote in.
The best part of fucking
Didn't even try.
Yeah, I know. Those are the best ones.
Was penis in your butt?
Anyway, he
But the
says,
best part of fucking butt is penis in your butt.
so
His
dumb.
penis in his guts.
So terrible. He says, "Hey guys, just got done watching the Nintendo Direct. I didn't even. That was just recently.
This just happened.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
There are. Wait, what does it say? And saw what they were doing with Metroid Prime 4, giving Samus psychic powers for some fucking reason. What powers would you give your favorite protagonist that they never have ever showed any signs of having? Like giving Master Chief Flash Speed Force for no fucking reason.
That's so
sick as
stupid.
fuck.
I like that idea. I would give. I want to give Crash Bandicoot telekinesis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like
I
that's
like that.
way more dangerous than you think.
No, I think it's exactly as dangerous as I think.
I
it
know.
is.
I in fact think it's more dangerous than you
I
think.
want him when he's spinning to do it with his mind as well, and everything's around him spins. He's like a little tornado.
I would give. It's like giving Kratos the ability to fly for some reason. It's
I
like,
mean,
what
he
the fuck?
damn near can.
I think he literally can in one of the few old games. He's wings.
he's so strong. Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
well, in
that's
2,
true.
he
Yeah,
does.
he-
He does steal
he
Icarus's
was-
wings so he
yeah.
can glide. But the funny thing is, he's like he's so strong. He can be like the Hulk. He could just jump fucking cities if he wanted to, but he just doesn't.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like he just doesn't do that.
not
because-
anymore. It's bad on his hamstrings.
Yeah.
Seeing him flip he
ouch.
flipped the sky, and I was like, "What the fuck?" That moment is such an insane moment because the only person Atreus has the same reaction you do when it happens, where he's like, "1 sec, boy, I can do it," and he's like, "Dad, that's like flipping the sky. Like, what do you?"
No, he just
That's
like
insane.
forces things with his
And
strength.
Atreus is like, "Did you just do that?"
yeah.
Like he's the only person. Like he has the proper reaction because other gods would be like, "Good job." He was like,
I always find the craziest moment of that was when in the opening sequence of the game, the Colossus that gets zapped by Zeus to come and kill you, it tries to step on you, like it busts through the building, and then he tosses it, and I'm like, this guy is so impossible. How many tons is this thing? And he tosses it. I'm like, what do you even do with that?
Yeah, he's like at least as strong as like an ant.
Yeah, like at least as strong
it's-
as a human ant.
It's insane to think of how insane those characters are. Because in the new one, Freya almost kills that nigga. Like she in the very beginning of the game, he didn't know who that was.
I think
so he
he's
wasn't
nerfed a
not
bit. I think he's
trying.
weaker now for sure. Right?
I think
a
definitely
little bit
He
weaker,
is definitely weaker.
but also
still impossible.
I think it is. I guess I shouldn't say obvious, but it seems obvious to me that if he had a vendetta against Freya, you would have killed the shit out of her.
Yeah.
But like, she's incredibly powerful to where he still couldn't really defend her. He couldn't fend her off well. He still gets stabbed. Do you ever
She was beating the fuck
did you
out of
ever-
him in the beginning of the second one.
Did you ever do different sequences just to see how she kills you?
No.
Yeah, I did that. Like, so the second playthrough, like when the opening sequence, which she
Yeah.
keeps trying to kill you, I kept at certain points just not doing like the mini games or the QTE things just to see what happens. and she'll like stab the shit out of you. She'll fucking put your head and like you'll go tumbling off the fucking thing. Dad, it's so funny. It's so
I love that shit. I love that.
Don't leave me alone here.
Yeah,
That's my favorite point because that is a kid. That is what a kid would say.
Don't leave me alone here.
And you're like,
My favorite thing about that is like imagining like that's where the story does end.
yeah.
Like that's it. Oh, there's all this setup and thematic. No,
No.
no, he got stabbed in a car and died.
That's it.
This is like a D&D campaign where a character just dies randomly. Like, this guy's supposed to be the character to save the world, and then someone stabs him while he's on the loo. Like, walks in, he's on a porta potty, somebody jugs him 3 times in the gut, and then leaves it there, and it's like,
And
oh.
that's it.
There's rumors of a new God of War this year, actually.
Oh yeah, there's gonna be a smaller
like a Greek,
side game,
like a Greek side thing,
saying that there might
like a
be
Miles Morales type thing. I guess.
Yeah, which I'm be honest, more of that, please.
Sure.
I personally, you don't want stuff like that. I want more.
I kind of just want a new. You know what I mean?
Like what?
I like
the new
the
Santa Monica thing.
the interstitial. I'm kind of tired of God of War, honestly. Like in this like it would be cool. I was hoping for if there was a God of War thing this year, it was going to be the trilogy. Like, you know,
yeah, they were
remade or
gonna
whatever.
actually do that. Yeah,
Yeah, but instead it's like
Bana,
here's a
ban.
new one in Greece or something, and like a side thing. It's like
I wonder what it looks like now.
So-
It looks like a utopia.
So from
Well, there's like DLC in the new one that like brings you to some
yeah,
parts
the
of Greece.
Valhalla, you can get a little bit of
Yeah, but
it even
but-
brings you back to one specific scene where you sacrifice this one soldier.
Yeah,
The first game,
for no good reason.
and then like it turns into who again? You're some
Diana Ross.
Oh no, it turns into it ends up being head dude Mimir.
I know.
Oh, yeah,
but
yeah.
And you're like, oh shit, Mimir, sorry.
No, it was Apollo. You put Apollo in
You
the
put
thing.
Apollo, which you have no problem,
Right,
right? But
but
turn into
he's-
Mimir.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like,
And you're like, oh shit, my bad, nigga.
Oh, I didn't mean to put you in this. I didn't mean to put you in this box of death.
and he's like, brother, what are you, brother?
Oh fuck me. Oh
What are
my.
you doing to me, brother?
What are you doing to me? This is
I
fucked up.
love Ymir. They're so fucking funny.
Hey, Kratos. What are you doing, brother?
For some reason, I'm very Irish. I don't know why.
Why are you?
I'm so sad they do not have me cook. Because now
Sigrid. Yeah.
I forgot her name. Whatever.
Sigrid?
Queen bitch cannot suck me cock anymore.
He was.
I'm so
Dude, she was
scared.
violent with that cock. You see all that blood on her fucking on her mask?
That's crazy.
He was piping that tall being
that
down.
is crazy.
That man was giving her
Fucking
pipe.
skinny ass Mimir because you can see like his body on
He's
the tree.
he's a
He was
little satyr.
and he was fucking.
Well, he's a satyr, so of course he had the fucking hog on him.
Oh, Satyr, like, yeah.
Like Satyr Moon.
What the fuck are you saying?
You want to know something?
What's that? That's what you're thinking?
For some reason, I was thinking Sailor Moon.
Why? What's
like,
wrong
like
with
a
you
Jewish
guys?
Sailor Moon. Like, I don't know. I don't know what I thought. I don't know.
You guys are interesting. Did we answer that question or we
No.
I want to give Spider-Man the ability to
Oh wait, you
to
said
breathe
something.
underwater.
Oh, so Miles Morales in 2 years?
Oh yeah.
They're just collecting powers like they're fucking collectibles.
He's such an overpowered character. It's hilarious.
it's
I love it.
I saw that
crazier.
shit coming a mile away, man. That's so crazy.
Yeah.
That's so crazy. The second he was like making swords and shit
Yeah, of course.
out of electric. What?
I think it's the people
That's
just like
he has
that.
electrokinesis.
He's limitless,
He's
man.
been had it.
He's gonna be
He
limitless.
doesn't have it.
He's been had
Just
it.
because you can exude, you don't have like vomit kinesis. Just because you can throw vomit around.
No,
That'd be
but think
cool,
of it like
though.
this: if you can,
That would be cool.
He's been able to, for the whole time, touch people and electrocute them.
Kingston,
That is like the pathway. It's like, oh well.
Kingston, I've damn near done that myself.
Why can't Electro do that?
Electro, he can do that. Of course, he can do that. What, Electro?
No, why does he not do shit like that?
Because he's a fucking retard. That is literally why. Electro is so. We talked about this on one episode. Electro is so wildly fucking dangerous, but he's special needs, so he doesn't know he's dangerous.
Retard. That's wild. Can I not give somebody powers, but give them like I like the idea of like Arthur Morgan or someone like a regular person, grounded character,
much
having like a
power.
symbiote or having like a Guyver
Oh my
armor,
God.
something.
Symbiote Micah. Could you imagine
No.
Micah with Carnage and symbiote?
Oh my God.
That'd be insane.
That's
That is so
fucking
stupid.
That
That is
is
hilariously stupid.
that is too much, man. That's he like everyone
I want to see
is gonna die.
I want to see a little Jack with a symbiote.
I just like a train passes by, you know, then it's going crazy, it's too loud.
It's just to see him get tortured. And it's this Jack. It's like, kid.
Now's our chance, boy.
John, do it now.
Do it, John. Do it. You have to.
I'm
Get
sorry,
that symbiote off of him.
I'm sorry, Jackie.
That accent.
Don't do it. No, don't. I love my son. We's not your son no more.
Damn it, John.
We is Venom.
We is Venom. We is Venom.
Oh, little Jack.
Little Jack with his little symbiote.
Have to do it, son.
You gotta,
Arthur.
You gotta pull that boy out of that symbiote.
John, you gotta put your fucking boot on his throat and blow that symbiote's brains out.
I can't. Abigail will kill me. I can't do it.
We always find we always find ourselves here, John. It's always you and me, a little boy with a symbiote. How do we do this all the time?
Oh my God, Jack with a symbiote is
The idea that it's a
crazy.
recurring fucking event.
Jack is only 7 years old and he's had the symbiote 5 times. And it ended up in this exact predicament over and over again.
It's so funny. Like he's got like a sickness, but it only works with him. So it seeks him out.
I don't know if I can do it, Arthur. Well,
It would mean a lot
I'll
to
do
me.
it for you, I guess. I love you, so I'll blow Jack's brains out.
It
I've got
would
a
mean
plan.
a great deal to me. That's what he says right at the end of this final line there.
I've got a plan, John.
I got a plan.
I got a plan, John.
And he and he puts his hands up, and he's been Wolverine the whole time. And now his little knives come out. I got a plan, John.
Slowly.
And he just dices Jack up. He's laughing exactly like that.
Or just finish. Clean it up, Arthur.
It's a good thing I'm like this and not like my cousin P3nisrine.
Arthur, finish it. Burn him down with your
My
human
cousin,
torch powers.
P3nisrine.
All right.
And the Pinkertons.
P3nisrine and the Pinkertons. It's a dope name.
Go to the next question.
All right,
That's
all right,
so
let's get the
trash. Penis read.
P3nisrine and the Pinkertons. I gotta write that down.
Oh my God. No, you don't. What the
You're gonna, you know what's crazy about that? You're gonna read that. You're gonna put that away. You're gonna read that tomorrow. You're gonna be like, this sucks. You know how many times that's happened to me? When I read that stuff, I was like, that's funny. And then I read it the next morning. I'm like, the fuck am I talking about?
It looks so dumb too. P3nisrine.
That is.
Oh, fucking what is P3nisrine?
Oh God.
Penis read is so stupid.
All right, so Josie and the Pussycats wrote. He says, "Hey there, 3 gay uncles. I'm gonna rewatch all the podcast episodes, and I want to know if you wanted a supercut / compilation of something specific. Also, have you ever noticed Sween structures a joke the same way Trump describes things? Can you imagine this happening? Describes thing happening. That is, yeah, I guess.
That's cool.
I can guess. Yeah.
Yeah, you guys are kindred spirits.
Maybe.
Yeah. I don't know why you're not president right now. Maybe you will be afterwards.
Can
Like,
you
I don't wanna
imagine
be
that?
president.
Can you imagine immigrants coming to the border? Look at that.
look at-
Immigrants
They come
all over the border. It is kind of similar. I know that we have
want a third term.
figures of speech.
I don't want a third term. I want my boy Kingston. I'm gonna introduce you to an amazing man, Kingston's dad. Take the floor.
Oh, hello, everybody. It's me,
He
Kingston's
looks like
father.
the hunter. He looks like the hunter from Jumanji, and he walks in. He's
Yeah.
big and black. And
He looks like he looks like the hunter from Jumanji and like Pierce's dad from Community. Do you remember him?
Yeah, dude. I've been ever since you
Ivory
reminded
hair.
me about him. I've
Yeah.
been thinking about him every other day.
Dude, that's crazy.
Dude, I just think about the
Lego hair?
The extreme racism of having ivory hair is so fucking funny.
It is really
That is so
iconic.
funny.
Like real racists could never even aspire to be that level. Like I have an ivory wig,
That is so fucking,
pure of heart.
whoever thought of that, brilliant,
Some form of
brilliant, dude.
Scandinavian, right? That's what he says.
Yeah, that's some brow you've got, Scandinavian or something like that. It's like, what a good character. I'm kind of sad that Pierce himself was or Chase
Chevy
was
Chase is a
such a
fucking
dick.
cunt. Yeah,
Because
Actual
I would have loved
racist?
more of that.
yeah,
He was so funny.
that sucks, man. He was. That's so unfortunate.
It is
I
unfortunate.
mean, how did you not tell? Like it was like he's in plain sight, you know.
It-
He's doing it in plain sight.
Well, sometimes yes, but sometimes they're just a really good actor.
Right.
It's like John Voight, where one of my favorite movies I talked about this before, Varsity Blues. It's one of those old teen movies that it's actually good in my opinion.
Is that the one with the blue football team?
Well, I think the colors are blue actually.
No, like the blue, like Blue Man Group.
It's adjacent, yeah. It's based on the true story of the Blue Man Group playing football in Texas.
Right. Did I ever tell you I have their vinyls?
It hurts.
Oh my god. John Voight's racist. Okay, let's just go for it.
He is racist.
He's a fucking racist. He's a massive Trump supporter, but like he played a racist in that movie.
That's so funny.
He plays it so well, and I'm like, oh,
yeah.
okay, okay, that makes perfect sense.
It's like when Bill Nye plays a science guy.
He fooled us.
Is that his last name?
Yeah.
Nye? William Nye?
So Nye stands for Nigel with the Y, stupid. So Bill Nigel, the science guy.
The science guy.
You are such a fucking bastard.
Bill
You
Nigel.
wasted my time. I cannot believe I listened to you say that. I hate you. This is real.
This is
real.
2 seconds he thought
This is real.
It's real.
This motherfucker. I was like, Bill Nigel? And I started drawing a line. I was like, this is stupid.
You're stupid. You don't know Bill Nigel, the science guy, Joel?
You're a fucking moron.
You guys are bastards, the both of you. I'm pointing at you guys like this.
That's so dumb.
Bill Nigel, the science Nigel. That's too long. You gotta trim it. You gotta trim it a little bit.
William Nigel.
I will not compromise my name. Fuck you, Nick.
All right, I'll change. Yeah, and then he goes, all right, I'll change Nye. So he's just Bill Nye, the science guy, Joel, still.
No, his name is William Nye. William Nigel, the science guy, Joel.
William Nigel, the science guy, Joel. And they're like, fuck, this sucks. The
This is
producers
even
are like,
worse.
this fucking sucks.
We don't have the money to print all this.
They're like, they already wrote they
pilot's
packaged
done.
They packaged they brought it to him like, hey, look at check it, we got this show.
Laminated.
Bill Nye the Science Guy. Look, we got a fucking cool ass theme song that fucking that
Yeah, the
John
theme song's
Williams.
done already.
John Williams fucking did it. You know, this is great.
John Williams doing the Bill Nye theme is crazy.
So and then he's like, I fucking hate it. My name is William Nigel the Science Guy. Joel. What the fuck is Bill Nye the Science
What
Guy?
didn't you fucking understand when I met with you in March? He gets real. It's like real.
He's so fucking
He gets
mad.
real and he starts sciencing.
You printed all this shit.
I want triple my fucking salary.
Bill, I'm sorry that we just thought that it fit better, you know? Like we want the kids to like catch
The people
on.
over at Fox didn't make this fucking mistake, and they're offering me twice as. Why should I stay?
Listen, I think
Listen to the
sigh.
song. Listen to the song. Listen to the song, please.
like, please hear the song.
Yeah.
Bill Nye the Science Guy.
He starts nodding his head.
He's like,
No, here's the Chinese one first. Jiao.
Yeah. Then he goes,
Beer. That's how it sounds.
he is just doing an accurate
I
impression of the
know,
sound.
but it's just like, why would he hear that first?
I don't know. He was like,
Bill, we're gonna show you the Chinese version first.
what the fuck you mean?
It's like it cuts. You know what it does? It cuts to a sitcom basically, and it's like a sitcom of like two executives. Like they're the executives.
Yeah.
And it cuts to them. It's like, oh my god, I picked up the wrong tape. Oh no. You know, and now it's their story.
Dude, I love that. Bill's mad, and they have to like calm him down. But they're like, "Oh, we're confident we'll convince him by showing him the theme song. He'll get it." And
Yeah,
then they
it slaps.
They picked the Chinese one up on accident.
It works.
It still works. He's like, Bill's like, "Oh, you know what? I have no idea what the fuck they're saying. That sounds pretty
Oh, you know
great."
what it is? It's because he doesn't understand that they're not saying William Nigel, the science guy, Joel. So he's like, oh, I don't know what language that is, but that sounds really dope. I want anything to do with anything that is that.
Look, that sounds amazing.
You signed a contract?
I can't wait to hear my name, William Nigel, the Science Guy, in
In
English.
Cantonese.
It's gonna be great. And they're like, definitely.
Here, sign this.
Sign this real fast, and then we'll,
Yeah, and then they gave him, and then that night they snuck into his room and gave him a pill that made him never hear music again.
I cannot believe that you talk about me derailing. That is the most I've never seen. You made a plot device in a plot device.
It's so he can't know that they're not
There are
saying the right thing.
specific vibrations and frequencies that are blocked from him as soon as it sounds like music. So if someone starts humming, you can't hear it. You can be talking to him and like, and he's just like.
That's why they cut the karaoke bits from the end of his show that they used to have.
Did you just stop talking, but your mouth's open? I don't understand what you just did.
What's going on? I'm so confused.
That fuels my inquisitive mind.
Sad. I feel so sad. I can't feel rhythm or
It's a
groove.
pill that makes you not hear music. It's fucking great.
Can we go to our next question? That was
Oh,
so
by the
good.
way, what was the question?
I have no
Go to the
idea.
next one.
No, we were answering.
Was that the same question, or I don't remember?
Oh, somebody
a compilation.
Somebody was, yeah, I don't know, man.
No, absolutely. Look, I would say
Great answer. No, some of Sweeney's various laughs, I think. I want I specifically don't want two of the same laugh next to each other. I want all of the different ones intercut.
There's probably gonna.
I don't want two of the
two.
same one in a row is what I'm saying.
There's gonna be
Look,
two.
If there's
You're insane for thinking there's only two.
If there's any jokes that you feel like are particularly hilarious, definitely cut those out too, because I would like to put more stuff out there. And I can't remember 99% of what we did.
Yeah.
The next
The most
day.
recent thing in my mind is the most recent thing for me that I can remember. It's really only because it's the thumbnail is fucking Bernie Sanders with the salmon on his feet, and that's really the only thing. But even that I barely remember.
Yeah,
you know?
I'm really in love with the idea of Jack and a symbiote like screaming off him, and he's just like,
I mean, that's great.
and
I would love.
tiny. He's so small.
So make a compilation of
love to
best
see- I would
bits,
love to
some of
see
Sweeney's laughs, any jokes that we have that you think
Salmon
are
juice.
pretty good. I think we've been on a little bit of a run lately. I think.
Yeah, the Bernie Sanders. I'm actually really upset because I specifically clipped that part of the podcast, and then just being on autopilot. What I normally do after I'm done editing, I just exit out everything. I don't save it because I'm done. Like it's like, oh, it's been rendered. It's good. I don't need this anymore. And then I forgot that I clipped. I was supposed to render those clips, and I exit out everything. I was like.
Yeah.
I immediately just abandoned. I was like, I'm not going back and doing this. I had it pinpointed. So
There'll be a clip at some point.
yeah, someone will do it, douchebag or somebody.
Douchebag or somebody.
But it was like I needed to make it flow well for like to be like a social media clip. I needed to do some extra work to it.
Yeah, you got to cut out like silences or like interruptions that don't have anything to do. It's kind of weird. So it's a lot of editing.
Right.
But that was what I did with the fucking Solid Snake under the fucking sneaking into what is it? Some woke person's house. Or something?
Yeah, that still gets a little bit of traffic.
Yeah.
And I imagine this is what I'm assuming. Some racists with of course a Christian, crucifix in their profiles. They're always the worst fucking people.
Yeah, people get angry at that one specifically.
They're really
It's
mad
very
at
funny.
that. I'm assuming they were
What the fucking
when we were pretending to be like, ew, woke people. Ew.
Solid Snake's like MAGA, like is one of the MAGA
solid
guys.
MAGA.
Yeah.
Oh, he's woke. Oh my god.
He's woke from what?
MAGA Snake. It was stupid. It was a funny bit.
Yeah, we can't redo it.
It has a lot of views on it actually, and
really?
every once in a while somebody really offended says something. He didn't say anything on this post, particularly this guy, but he on the latest thing, the flabber thing. This guy just showed up because like.
I think I saw what you're talking about.
You said he sound like this seems like a little racist, and then I replied with there is an element of blackface to it, just saying a dumb bullshit.
We're riffing.
Yeah. And then he quotes that, and then he says, "Oh, like God, like blacks are so low IQ." And I was like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah,
So
I did see that.
I went onto his profile, and it had a
cross.
There's a crucifix, of course. And I'm like, of course. And I was like, I replied to him.
Your God would love your
I
prejudice.
said
man.
something. I was like, yeah, Jesus would be like really proud, or so. Like, I said something like that.
Yeah. What's that old thing? There's no hate like Christian love or whatever.
Yeah,
That really is so crazy. Like I saw that, I was like, "What? We're so clearly joking." There's nothing blackface about it. It's just like vaguely tangential to the idea of it.
Exactly. I was like, it's
just heavy makeup.
Like, brother, what's wrong? Like, why are you so angry that you felt compelled to do that? Like this retarded podcast that's clearly not that's talking about a cartoon, talking about a fake ghost Elvis
brother,
thing.
Imagine getting twisted over flabber, dude.
Like flabber. Like, am I misunderstanding him? And he's just a massive Beetleborgs fan. He's really upset.
Yeah, he's a flabhead. He's a
he's a flabbist.
He's a flablet.
He's a flabbit.
He's a flaming flabbit.
Flabbit is crazy. That's wild.
If there
If he has kids, are they flablets?
they're
The flat
little flablets.
the little flablings.
Daddy,
Daddy flabby, daddy flabby.
Flabby, daddy, flabby.
Ew.
You didn't have. Whoa.
Oh, it's one of his 2 laughs.
I love it.
That's a
Yeah,
third
you
one.
sound devious, dude. Kill everyone, kill them all.
All right.
Oh man, that was a good
You
one.
think I felt like that's all Art the Clown laughs.
Art the Clown.
Yeah, from Terrifier? Yeah, Terrifier.
I think Art the Clown laughs like. Oh, yo,
Wait, so here's something. Wait. So someone did write in. Shore McLovin wrote in.
Yeah.
He says, "I found that paintball video Derek was talking about. Do you remember what this is?
Yeah, because there was a guy that he like shot some dude. They were waiting, and he shot some dude, and like the guy's like, oh, and everyone's like,
yeah.
what the fuck? And he's like what? It's just funny.
Right. So he said it's not a paintball gun. It's a fully automatic airsoft gun.
Oh, it's an airsoft.
Yeah, and
Ow.
so the video is called like if he says you can search "He burned my patch" on YouTube.
He
and you'll
burned my
find it.
patch.
Yeah, presumably that's the same thing you're talking about.
It maybe. Let's see. It probably is.
Yeah.
It probably is airsoft. That's probably why the guy made such a why it seemed to hurt more than like a paintball. gun,
Paintballs
so.
are way more airsofts, man.
Dude, high-powered airsoft guns are insane.
I've been hit with both. I feel like paintballs.
I don't think
are
you've been
way
hit
more.
by a high-powered airsoft.
I've never hit with like a BB gun.
No, they have like, they're more like the one when people started. Airsoft
I
got
played Airsoft for a while.
No, check this out. Airsoft got so stupid that the guns started costing more than real guns. I was like, you guys are gay. Just buy real guns at this point. No, I remember like there was a guy that was like heavy into it. He's like, oh, I spent $700 on this thing, gas and electric powered. And I'm like, just buy a fucking gun, asshole. What's wrong with
real
you?
gun and
Well, you
rob
can't
a place.
shoot your
wrong with
friends
you?
with it. A real gun.
But it's like dude, the guns that they're buying are already breaking the skin. That's why they're like all padded up. And I'm like, bro, just
I mean,
stop.
it is different than being shot. But I understand what you're saying.
Of course it is. But they're trying to get so close to doing it that I'm like, why do you want to shoot someone so badly?
Yeah, paintball only hurts in like if you get like a bone or something.
I've been hit with airsoft guns before plenty of times, and paintball guns. I feel like paintball guns always hurt more because they would welt me. I mean, maybe I wasn't using the most high pressure because my friend bought a fucking.
I don't think they were using the retarded like
a
hundreds of dollars.
like P90 one. And I remember he shot my friend so bad that it looked like he had chicken pox. Like he laced him up. He took his shirt off and he was just like bellets. And I was like, dude, you're bleeding. And that guy with a paintball. I've always wanted.
400.
It's really stupid.
I don't know.
I really always wanted to shoot somebody in a ball with a paintball and see if it would blow up one of their testicles.
I mean, it'll probably rupture one. Yeah.
But-
I imagine that much force would rupture somebody's.
Yeah, some guy
testicle.
just hanging in his balls with his head.
The idea of having your
then
balls
just-
ruptured, it fucking hurts just thinking about it.
scary.
What is it called again? I got completely distracted.
He burned my patch, I think. Yeah, he burned my patch.
Wow, yeah, that fucking pops up right away. Yeah, yeah, that's it. So there's the entire video. Yeah, so there's just the clip that I've only seen. The he burned my patch.
I wonder if
HD
it's timestamped in the comments.
Timestamped in the comments.
It might be timestamped if it's that crazy of a clip.
Oh, well, let me hold on.
That sounds fucking crazy.
He fell down.
That is an iconic.
They should all shoot him.
Dude, what the heck,
And
man?
then the guy goes, yeah, what? What? So that's the part that I never saw where he said he burned my patch. I always saw the part where he goes like,
Burned my
he goes,
patch.
what? I don't know what that means.
I don't know what that means. I don't know if that's lingo or if it's literal.
Or if it's literal, like his patch got burned.
They
or
should all
something.
be shooting him. Like, oh, we're gonna shoot you now.
That'd be crazy.
Well, that's what I
just execute this.
Look, if those people were assholes, they would have shot him. But you can tell how they're so like
Normal.
These guys are like Mormons or something because they're going, "What the heck?" Twice I heard from two different people, "What the heck?"
Yeah, that's definitely in Utah.
My God, yes. Who the fuck says heck?
Some random atheist in Utah went around and like shot Mormons with a fucking.
He said,
What are you gonna do about it? Not curse at me?
He burned my atheist patch after my patch said kill all Mormons.
What are you gonna do? Soak about it?
My fucking.
Soak about it. I don't know if that's real. Is that a
It
real?
I
is
have
real.
Mormon friends.
It is real.
And it is absolutely as real as Israel the place is.
Okay.
What's
Captain Joke
wrong with you, brother?
Captain Joke America wrote in. Captain Joke America, guys. Captain Joke
Captain
America.
Joke America is writing in. Let's
He's
go.
writing in.
Is-
Question for Sweden Derek.
Is he a soaker?
No. Question for Sweden Derek. Who is your favorite comic book writer? And because I don't want Chris to feel left out, I really don't care. What is your favorite Spider-Man design / suit? I also don't care. It's fine. You guys answer the
You're
question.
going to make such a great parent where your kid's like, Dad, what about this? Like, I don't care.
Oh, yeah,
I don't care.
Yeah, my audience is my son.
No, your attentive ability.
I don't have
You don't have it. Exactly.
I don't have anything to connect. I'm not connecting with another person over this. You know what I mean?
They asked the question. Might as well be
I
like,
don't
oh,
even
yeah,
really
I
know
like
what the answer would be. Like
your favorite
I
Spider-Man
feel like
suit.
every Spider-Man costume is pretty good. Like I don't really have.
You don't have one you prefer the most?
I like the original black suit. I guess I like the.
Then that's it.
I like the Spider-Man 2 Raimi suit. I like fucking Scarlet Spider. But like those are obvious answers. You know?
But they're having enough to give. It's not even that big of a deal, but it's like you could at least say that. Like, I really don't care.
I like Armored Spider-Man.
Which one?
Oh yeah, the Spider
Which
Armor
one? The
one.
old
right?
one?
Where it
The
looks
old one?
like-
The diamond one? Like the silver one? Or
The
like
silver one.
The silver one is pretty cool.
Yeah.
I remember
Jared
that
Johnson
was
looks
my favorite in the PS1 game because it
He
looked
did more damage.
well. Because I just felt like it was the one suit that was like textured really well. Like you could see like it did that thing where like they painted on the shadows and the textures because you obviously couldn't have real time shadows back then.
I see.
But
yeah.
like so it just looked like that looks pretty good
yeah.
for PS1.
Yeah, I just thought that was cool, especially the fuck. I don't even remember which Marvel versus it was. Maybe Marvel Superheroes versus Street Fighter, maybe where all you had to just hit like select or something. There was just like for certain people you had to like hold like start or select on, and then it would get their secret character. There was like Mecha Zangief.
I remember Mecha Zangief.
And then there's evil Sakura.
Oh, she's black.
Armored Spider-Man.
I love Dominican Sakuya, which she just turned dark skinned for some reason. It's like, why are you dark skinned?
It's stupid.
Dominic Evil made you dark skinned. It's crazy. I love it.
Funny.
There's always a mecha something, you know.
Dude, Mecha Zangief is so funny because he's like, he just has so much fucking shield, like he has like armor, and he's I think that was pretty much it. I think he just did more damage, but they had it was
He ain't no mecha
That was
Godzilla,
cool.
I tell you.
they don't like all those Marvel versions. They didn't do that anymore after that. It pissed me off.
We
They had
should-
all these secret characters, and then they just stopped doing that.
We should have more mecha things now. You know what I mean? Like there's nothing has a mecha thing anymore.
I think
Like where's
cool.
Mecha Steven Universe?
Whereas we do have, it's probably in Japan. Now let's be honest.
Mechas of the Universe is a crazy idea.
We need to go check Japan because they still have. I
Right.
think they still have mecha everything.
We should,
have
we should
Me-
ask Rebecca Sugars next time we're somewhere tentatively near her. We'll be like, hey, why didn't you ever make Mecha Steven Universe?
Yeah, what's wrong with you?
Yeah, what's wrong with you, stupid? Like, like why not?
You made him gay, but you didn't give him mecha form? What is your
Where's
fucking problem?
like where's Mecha? Where's Mecha Jerry Springer?
Mecha Jerry? I love that idea.
I think it's great.
Hold on, I gotta type that in real quick.
She doesn't know.
Stop!
She doesn't know that he's the father. But
Give me a
watch
second,
them
I-
fight.
Give me a second. I have to type in Mecha Jerry Springer.
Watch this.
I feel
Don't
like that's-
continue. Don't
I feel
continue
like that's
this.
real. Oh, I'm accidentally.
Watch
in,
this slut fight another one.
You are not the father.
Oh, no, that's Mecha-Mori. That's Mecha-Mori.
Mecha Mori Polvich.
Jerry. He's
Aw,
changing his
man.
own name for some reason.
It's just giving me like Transformers. I don't understand.
I mean,
I don't. Yeah, it's dumped by a robot. What the fuck?
anyway, favorite comic
Put that
writers?
in my fucking back pocket.
My favorite comic is easy. Yes, Jonathan Hickman. Easy. Top of the line, but number one best.
Did he
wrestler.
make Hancock?
No.
No.
No, he's the one that wrote the
Hancock.
20.
I was like,
He
wait,
wrote
what?
2015 Secret Wars.
Oh, okay.
He's my favorite. Other than that,
Super
it's
cool,
obviously-
super
Vince
cool
Gilligan.
secret. Yeah, definitely Vince Gilligan.
That Vince
favorite
Gilligan comic was crazy.
writer.
Yeah.
Other
you
than
got?
that, obviously Stan Lee. Obviously.
Yeah. Sure.
Jizz Lee's pretty good.
Is that his son?
Yeah, you didn't know about his son Jizz?
Jizzly?
Yeah, hey, I
You mean
love
like
you,
Jizzler?
son. Jizz.
I love
you too, Dad.
I'm 4 years old, but I talk exactly
I
like
love
you.
I can't wait for my 10th birthday.
Excelsior, right?
Is it, Dad? Is it okay if we invite Kingston's dad to my birthday party? That's okay, son. Absolutely. Excelsior.
It's like, hi, I'm Kingston's dad.
I'm Kingston's dad. Thank you so much.
I don't
Thanks so
like
much.
the idea that my
Thank
dad
you so
is
much,
involved.
Jizz Lee, for inviting me to your birthday party.
I love you so much, Disney.
I love you so much more than my son, Jizz Lee. Mwah. Mwah.
Don't tell my son about this, though. He'll be mad if I met you
My
without
son will be
him.
furious.
He'll be furious that I have a signature and I'm best friends with Stan and Jizz Lee.
My son is what I call a butty man.
Big old butchy
Little
boy.
gay boy is what we might
Little
say.
gay little punk.
He's becoming like so distinguished. Like
I don't like how you're making my dad eloquent.
I know,
Absolutely
yeah,
not.
I know.
Yeah, I'm picturing it with that fucking drip on
And
too,
the
like
fucking rifle. He's got a fucking elephant rifle.
someone draw Kingston's fucking impossible dad.
yeah, his dad with the safari drip, the elephant rifle with those cool fucking armored helmets on.
Yeah.
And
If you could get the voice in the drawing somehow, that'd be great.
yeah,
Draw the voice as well.
They draw what the audio file would look like of it, and it's like, oh, this is what it would look
This
like.
is, by the way, the artist's worst nightmare, probably. Like that instruction.
Can you draw it? Can you draw it so it
It
sounds
would be like
this?
it would be like if somebody commissioned somebody and they're like, "What do you want?" And they'd be like, I don't know, "Just do what you feel. Do what you feel works."
Yeah.
It's like I need some direction here, buddy. But
yeah.
So Stan Lee, Jonathan
Stan
Hickman.
Yeah.
Well, some of the stuff I've enjoyed the most, I would say things that I like the most is like
Krampus.
Jizz Johns
Jeff Johns?
is involved in some of my favorite pieces.
Go.
Yeah, and I
I
would
think,
have to.
I think he's the best DC writer ever. I would have to say it goes for.
I'll
Jeff
give that
Johns.
to him. Man. Yeah,
What did he write?
I'll give that to him.
All of the Green Lantern era when he was just like the best comic book character.
Yeah,
He
That,
wrote like
that happened.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
2000 like
the stuff that really like
6 to 10. He was just like on fire consistently.
that's what like really got me into. Well, that's really got me into the cores, man, and actually caring about that stuff.
He made them go from like, because at first it was Green Lantern and then it was Sinestro who just had some other kind of power.
Right.
But Jeff Johns like fleshed it out to made like a bunch of other lanterns, different parts of the emotional spectrum.
Was there ever like a green like spotlight or like a green flashlight or something?
No.
Or did they just stick with lanterns the entire time?
I think lanterns are more
Just
symbolic
lanterns.
than a
Yeah.
flashlight.
Why is it symbolic?
Because lanterns kind of guide your way through the darkness. So
They
kinda-
do-
Oh, is it about the Underground Railroad?
They did do fleshlights. It was cool.
the green flashlight.
Yeah, it was cool. They had those.
Yeah, you trying to throw over.
Oh, and it felt way better than pussy. Trust me.
Right.
Trust me.
So this perfectly authentic Betty White fleshlight, and it's green. And you're like, it was
It
green.
was green. I don't want that.
Betty White was green.
She was green. People just weren't really paying attention.
You think they sell She-Hulk flashlights? They have to, right?
I mean, they will.
Yeah,
They will.
Dude, I've seen some. Well, no, that's not true. I was gonna say flashlights. It was dildos. It was like alien one. You ever see shit like that? They had these things, and I'm like, oh, they had a Avatar. Not the Airbender. The,
Avatar.
The blue aliens. They had like Avatar. I don't know if they were. I think it was one of those things where it says like a costume president of the United States, and it's clearly Trump. You know, it just doesn't say. It was like that.
Yeah.
It was like that.
Why is it that they can't like?
I don't know. I feel like
because they are just them. Like everybody knows it. You know, they are the. I saw one for like 11 from Stranger Things, and it said Number Girl,
That is crazy.
and I was like, "Are you serious?"
They
just like-
they don't want to pay royalties.
it's just
No,
like
I know, but like,
I don't feel like they should have to. That's what pisses me off.
Yeah, it's like it's Halloween.
It's like if a kid does it with, I guess, well, I get it. I guess I can't say
I
that
think
I
the Borderland
don't get
Psycho one that I got, the Borderland Psycho one,
Yeah.
was I think it was like crazy person or like inmate, and I was like, "What are we doing?"
it. Like I get it because like when I think about it, just how cutthroat the business is. Like
I
there's
guess
no
I
way.
understand,
There's
yeah.
no way they're not gonna be like, we're suing you.
You go get a
I just don't understand how they aren't already doing that. You know what I mean?
It's because of the stupid loophole. It's just like say, we start off the show talking about Musk like paying people to like vote or whatever. Well, he's not technically paying them to vote.
Right? Yeah.
He's paying them to do certain things, which would lead to
yeah, that's literally, but like
the bullshit loopholes where it's like we all know what this is, and the fact that we just allow this to happen is mind-boggling.
that's why
Where
I
you
need
at, Second Amendment people?
I need
fucking
immense
liars,
power. I need immense power.
lying
Not to
ass
change the
niggas that
world.
just like
Wild.
guns and don't give a shit about the Constitution. Fuck them niggas, man.
They like guns. They're cowards.
To be fair,
Yeah.
I don't really care much about the Constitution either. I do like conceptually, but like I haven't
I
like
like the idea of
I haven't like sat there and read it.
I
you know?
care about. I'm no fucking scholar, but
I don't
I've
have the Constitution to read the Constitution.
I've gone through. I've gone through them.
It's really not that long, dude.
Well, it's not that.
It's boring.
Well, it's just more about
but,
understanding.
like,
it's just
it's
more
so
about understanding how our
important.
government works. Is all. It's more about understanding like the amendments that were kind of obvious. That you know
because the Constitution is like fundamentally as a one article, it's really impressive to be created
For its time.
at a time where it
that's
was
all it is.
so much vibrant ignorance. While these people were like, wait, instead of shitting ourselves to death, let's sit together and create this like actual
Good minds
important-
coming together to be like we don't like the idea.
You are the most miraculous human ever.
I think they probably got some guy to do it on his off time.
Probably, but it still
some,
does.
They just all
some brilliant
sold.
slave, and then they stole his ideas.
Some brilliant slave.
Yeah.
Like,
You are the most absolutely astute Negro ever.
like this guy, like
Boom.
and the Constitution said, like, you know, like, oh, all men are created equal, and then they're like, this is good, but
Conceptually.
all men that look like us, and he's like, well, that's not what it. Boom, you know. Then
Yeah.
they
It would be so
bury
funny.
him.
That would be fucking hilarious if
The
it was
fact-
like if the real Constitution was like it was like handwritten and all that, and you get like all the good parts, and then like the second it gets to like some of the stuff that is questionable,
Yeah.
the handwriting obviously changes to like fucking dimwit, fucking stupid like crayon.
It's really funny because
It
it's like
gets worse and
the whole
worse,
conversation
yeah.
of being like, we probably shouldn't have slaves really, and they're like, yeah, but like,
Yeah, but we need the
they're not
stuff.
gonna listen.
No,
We're not gonna get the country to listen if we do that right now.
Nick,
And
you
they're
think?
like,
Well, see, the thing is,
yeah.
here's the interesting
Yeah.
thing. See, it's all about getting rich people on board because only rich people own slaves, right?
Yeah.
It's the thing. People always kind of forget that. They're like, this is poor people didn't just own poor. It doesn't work that way.
It isn't like the poor people we have
So
now.
it's
It was
a
like
si-
people in the South that had bags.
It's essentially
Yeah, it's not like when you buy a poor person today.
yeah.
exactly.
It's not like you go to Home Depot and buy a poor person.
Now
for a
there's like
day.
there's an
Hey,
app.
Frederico.
yeah.
now it's
Come
like
this way. I'll
now-
I'll feed you.
Now there's an app. There's a subscription service. Slaves Plus.
Slaves Plus is good.
Yeah.
Going on slaves.com must be crazy. Is that a real website?
I can't.
Oh
immediately.
my God.
I can't even
He's
imagine.
just giddy. He's like, oh, I can't wait to see.
What is that gonna be? It's gonna be porn, dude.
Probably,
Yeah, probably.
actually.
Literally turned into sexchat.com.
That's crazy. It redirects to sex chat.
16-way video. 16-way video sex.
Fucking Discord gangbangs.
16-way. Bro.
Like, you gotta be on a
It's like the
Discord.
Brady Bunch.
You gotta be a Discord, on a Discord gangbang. You're all jerking off. You hear like, "I'm coming." It's like, wait, who? Where?
Which one?
Which one? I want to see.
Which one do I look? Which one do I look? Hurry.
There's so many screens. Wow!
Whoa!
Just
Whoa!
overwhelmed. Just so much.
That's
stuff.
crazy. Let me make sure I didn't misspell slaves. Because like really
what?
it went to sexchat.com.
But what could you have possibly misspelled that would have also redirected to something like that?
Well, I don't know, but you know, maybe it's my finger sucks.
Sables.
Let me do it again. Nope. It's sex chat. It goes to slaves.com, goes to sexchat.com.
What about slaves.org?
Oh,
or slaves.edu?
old money.
You think there's slaves.gov?
Absolutely.
I can learn about my family, my brief family. Oh no, there's no slaves.gov.
It's just a
There's no
gift.
slaves.org. There's no slaves.org.
no slaves.org. Slaves.edu? Let's see if there's edu now. Let's see
What
if
about
there's-
slaves.net?
maybe education. Nope. Slaves.net. There might be a slaves.net actually.
That's fucking crazy, man. I love it.
What do we got?
Oh, it's loading.
We got it?
Something's
Gonna
loading.
go back to sex chat. What do we got?
Oh, it's what is that?
Okay, it's no slaves.net.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's like a disclaimer that
All right,
says like,
one
it's not
last
real.
one. Slavery.com.
Oh my god, what are we doing?
Slavery.org.
Peps Media. Slavery.com is G registered door Inkland von Peps Media. What the fuck language is this?
Look, man.
Benjit's dead.
It's a domain that's available. It's really expensive though.
Which one? Slaves?
Slavery.org.
Slavery.
It's a really expensive domain. It's a price.
How much is it?
Oh my
domain.
God.
How much is it?
$40,000.
GoFundMe?
Okay, guys.
No.
Let's put it together. Wait, time out.
No,
Guys, let's get this crowdfunded, all right?
Oh my god.
I want to hear.
No.
I want to hear him out.
If we Sorry, I felt my ancestors like
It's
touch
okay.
me.
It's okay. Ignore them.
I can't.
Simmer them. Simmer them.
I can't.
Simmer
Sorry.
them.
You guys are dead.
I believe in you, Kingston. I believe in you, son.
My fault.
Get that domain name, son.
Get that. I'd be so proud of you, son.
40 grand well
Create
spent.
slavery.org, boy.
By the way, that's to own it for like a year. By the way,
Create
If we got it, what would we put on it?
Just the worst shit.
like, we'd redirect it to us. I guess I don't know.
That's a good idea.
For all 8 people that look it up eventually.
Yeah.
How much do you think?
The worst kinds of people, too.
That is so great. We got last question. Last question.
40,000. That's great.
Org.
I like slavery.com, dude. Look at what it's. Look at this. What language is this?
.com is Greg Gregesteerd.
What?
Door in Klant wenn Peps Media.
That is absolutely German.
Is that German?
Probably.
absolutely German.
That looks
There's
like German.
parts of it that seems German, but then there's also parts of it that
There's part
don't.
of that it seems more like Simlish than anything to me.
Simlish?
Met
What the fuck is
the
that?
glove
The
and
Sims
see-
language.
We put our email. Like there's parts of it that seem German, but there's parts of it
We
that don't.
Pargle kun Schmargelgarf.
Yeah.
Clargle good Flargle Margle.
What's his name? Werverman Jensen. What's his name?
Smitty Werman Jagerman Jensen.
Werverman Jagerman Jensen.
Why do people...
That name is tattooed. I will never forget that. I will forget my kids' names. Maybe eventually, if I got them.
Yeah.
But like, I will never forget Smitty Werben Jagerman Jensen.
I have a question.
That's a good name.
What?
Why do people in like fucking Whitesville, like a part of the world, like the Scandinavians, speak English? Were they conquered too by the Brits?
Yes.
What are you saying? English is the world's default language.
That's true.
Okay. Well, now that we've wrapped up that mystery,
The Brits won, man. It's fucked up.
yeah. Anyway, Zombie Stank wrote in.
Shout out
Last
to the
question.
Brits. You all suck.
He said, "Hey, got slightly rage baited into subbing to the Patreon on my iPhone.
Be nice, Kingston.
Got slightly rage baited into subbing to the Patreon on my iPhone. $7.99. Fuck you, Apple. But love you guys. Listen, you can circumvent that. You can go to the website and it'll work.
Do it on.
I would highly recommend doing that. In fact,
And if anything, if you're an Apple user, do not buy things through Apple if you don't have to. You can
Absolutely not.
You can go on your browser, you can whatever, and buy it through Google or whatever.
Yeah.
It's gonna be cheaper.
it's truly crazy. So like, that's a recommend for like whenever you know you.
'Cause it's not like we're getting more money.
Yeah, we're like, none of that goes to us. You just go to a higher tier, motherfucker. like what are you doing?
What are you doing?
What are you doing? In fact, it's me, Ben Shapiro. I'm the new financial advisor for the Snark Tank.
That'd be fucking crazy. The Daily Wire is going in flames. I'd be scared.
And we're about to be.
You
Look,
see, like
the Daily Wire is collapsing beneath my very fucking feet. But we're about to make a lot of money.
Delicate feet.
they fired the two like most prolific like racist whores that they had, and then that thing's going in flames. And now the Jeremy Boring left, and I'm like, dude, they're, and I'm like, good.
Yeah, we're gonna make a lot of money together, guys.
I'm like, I would if you bring Abby around, I will partner with you.
Abby Shapiro is dead.
Oh, well then I literally want you to stop talking.
Then
You
get
She
the
fell
fuck
into
out of my
a.
face.
you are useless now that
Oh
Abby's
shit!
gone.
Well, I wasn't expecting this reaction from the fellas at the Snark Tank.
Get out of here. I'm going to shoot you.
I would honestly, I think
Condolences
Damn.
to my sister.
I think I might have to go to jail because I think I would beat him up.
Oh,
I think I would
wow.
actually beat up. It wasn't until he did the free Chauvin or the freederek.com where I was like, oh, I think if I see this guy on the streets, I might have to do something about that because that's just
My sister is dead.
so wild.
Abby Shapiro is gone.
I want him to be hit
She
in the
fell into a
back of the
slut
head with a
machine.
like I want him to take a skillet to the back of the head, like in Minecraft.
A skillet.
Ouch.
What do you mean, like the band?
Like the band. Holy fuck.
I'm awake. I'm alive. I
That
get it.
did you hear the song that they put out recently?
No, in fact.
Well, yeah. It was one of the it was like a very like it wasn't directly anti-woke, but you understand they made it in the certain climate and who it was for.
Oh, right. Perfect.
So
I can't wait to listen to it.
I would call it like Steven Crowder metal or something.
I can't wait to put it on my Trumpify. That's my
Oh my
music
god,
service.
dude! If Joe Rogan was
I only
like,
listen to things Trump says I should listen to.
if Joe Rogan was like quote unquote woke or whatever, then
yeah.
there would be a Trumpify.
There was actually a thing with him recently. He actually pushed back a little bit. Did you
He
see that?
pushed back.
It was barely, but like,
Oh my god, it was
something.
It was if this is true,
Yeah. No.
this is scary. And I'm like, and then at every corner trying to justify.
I know. Yeah.
What did she do? Did she do something? Because like, you know,
That
she
girl just
clearly
getting attacked, they're getting
many of
randomly
them.
picked up.
Many stories because they have a trigonometry. I can't fucking believe there's a thing that exists. There's like a podcast or something or a YouTube channel called Triggernometry.
Yeah, I see you've mentioned one of my favorite shows.
And of course, they're probably a bunch of centrist retards. They're
I'll
just
be
like,
quiet.
oh, everything's one of those people. End up on Joe Rogan's podcast, because that's how you get on. And then they're talking about these cases and not well informed about the cases. Oh, have you heard about this one? No, I haven't looked into it. But they're still commenting on, yeah, this can be scary. But, if you do things, if you ramp things up, bad people, like mistakes are going to happen too. And I'm like, classifying this as like, oh, this has to happen and mistakes are going to happen is fucking wild to me, dude.
That woman that got taken up off the street randomly. It's like, oh,
it's about her. It's about, there are multiple cases of protesters and then people like that. Specifically, this is more about the protesting, the people protesting against, obviously, the genocide. Getting rounded up and shipped out. They're just saying, oh, they're terrorists or they're Hamas supporter. They're just lying about shit. No evidence. And then Joe Rogan is trying so hard to, because he endorsed Trump. He's like, she must have did something awful, right? And I'm seeing this trigonometry guy, this one fucking British. They're British. They're like, oh, since she's not an American citizen, do they have different rules?
Yes.
And I'm like, what the fuck do you mean?
I did see that, yeah.
Do they have different rules? Like, are they trying to say that they wouldn't have given her a green card or a visa if they knew she was going to protest? And I'm like, are you fucking listening to yourself, you stupid I can't believe it.
It is crazy.
But at the very least, Joe showed some concern.
Yeah, I don't know.
He was at least concerned that like what's happening is scary, but wouldn't admit that like this is fucked up. Like this is what's happening.
He won't
this
connect
is fucked
it.
up. He just won't admit that it is exactly what's happening.
Right.
He's trying to be like, oh, if
Yeah.
somebody hit him with a mallet, please.
It'll happen. He's always going to that mallet shop.
Yeah. And then the owner's just like, I should do it. And
Yeah,
then he
I used to go to that mallet shop with him all the time.
Doing.
Ouch.
My alpha brain is not working.
My alpha brain.
Me and Joe Rogan used to always go to Craig McFlippin's spring-loaded fucking mallets and boxing gloves.
Let's just read the names, please.
I love getting concussed in that location.
Yeah, me too.
Zombie Stank wrote in. He says, "Hey, he says the got rage baited into subbing on Apple.
Right. Thank you.
So he subbed to say the Sonic Xbox emulation Chris was talking about was actually them recompiling the whole game to run on a PC, but now the tools are there to do it with any 360 game. That's all about. Yeah, it's very cool. I'm curious to see what is even available to get that done with. I want to see X-Men Origins Wolverine.
Absolutely.
I want to see Spider-Man Web of Shadows.
Yes.
I want to see like weird. I know like it wouldn't matter for like Lord of the Rings Conquest because that's server based, but like I'd be curious to see if like you could just go in by yourself. There's a lot of great games that are just stranded on that. Mercenaries 2 I would love. That's not on PC. Let's get cracking. Do it. But yeah. And you know what? We'll cut it there.
Yes.
Try and keep things brisk.
At a brisk pace
Brisk
for my
like my
son.
piss.
Just like my piss. I like that.
My son. Gangster.
That's so vulgar.
Why is this show so vulgar and mean-spirited?
I taught you better than that.
I taught you better than that. You were gone the entire time.
Yeah. I was going to say, I raised you better.
Allow me to strike an elephant with my rifle in such a smiting manner its head blows up.
He's shooting 10 elephants while he's lecturing you.
He shot an elephant through
He's
an
shooting the
elephant.
same 10 elephants over and over again. He's on a field of dead elephants and he's just shooting dead elephants. He's like, now, son, you're going to want to aim for the body.
Sean, this is the last elephant alive, and I want to give you the honor to ending its life.
What?
He's like,
Huh? That's my favorite animal.
I know. That's why I killed all of them.
And I'll give you the chance to kill
Can you imagine?
the final
Oh
one.
my god, that's like the Thanos level shit, like that vendetta he has with that guy on his birthday or whatever.
Yeah.
Where like I found out this is your favorite animal, so I killed all of them. It's so evil.
I'd
All
be
right.
so depressed.
We're gonna read our $25 patrons now. Remember, you can submit your name here to the Patreon list of names read at the end of the show. $25. It's an egregious price that some of you got it like that, man. God bless. You can count me down.
it's a great price.
It should be $75, actually.
It should be fucking $75. the pain of this.
Yeah.
We gotta hike the inflation, guys. Sorry, the $25 price tag is now $500,000.
We're gonna put some tariffs on our podcast.
We're gonna put tariffs on this consoles games, the digital ones that
All
shouldn't have
podcasts
tariffs.
have
We're
tariffs
gonna put
now.
tariffs on these digital games.
Comedy needs tariffs.
Comedy needs tariffs. 1 cent per punchline. Sorry,
That's 4 cents.
it's actually really affordable. But Bernadette nor Bernadette Banana C Gay Y Kulshedra Edras. I'm an astrophysicist, and fun fact: you can fit every major planet between. Wait, hold on, something's not right here. Paid. Yeah, okay. Fun fact: you can fit every major planet between Sween's tooth cap. That's crazy. Racist Hokage. Racist Hokage. Black 10 who has the power of 10 white people.
Oh yeah, right.
So dumb, so stupid.
Black Tim.
God Christ. Queers of War.
Queens of the Stone Gate.
I love that we had we did have an episode called Gays of War, and everybody was like, Queers of War was right there.
That's true.
And it was like, you are right.
No, Queers of War is, but see, the problem is the art already had Gays of War.
Oh, you're just like Kanye now.
Yeah, he does look like Kanye. Look, I understand that Queers of War sounds better, but also
It's less dumb.
yeah, it's just like
It is dumb, but it's
if you think about gays and gears, you understand?
I do understand. This is like inside. I feel like I'm watching like, what is it? Inside the actor's studio.
Yeah.
You know, or like it's like, wow, I never really, or like a DVD commentary with like with like fucking I don't know, John Williams talking about like, oh, I scored, or like George Lucas, like I made Jar Jar the size of my own foreskin because I really wanted to relate to him. It's like, George, your foreskin is massive.
It's actually deeply
It's about twice the height of a child and about the size of Jar Jar Binks.
What the fuck am I hearing these said right now? Oh my god.
RFK drinking Trump's evil cum to become Majin RFK. It's Emma, 2 rats in a trench coat. I'm Chris Ray. Derek. This is Derek. God damn it. It's so stupid. This is the N-word, man. This is Tom Swastika, a.k.a. We Was Kingston Jameson. I don't know. The good Sween is in the Black Lodge. Elon Musk.
I can't wait for him to transition.
Yeah, Ellen.
It'll be fucking
Elon Musk.
amazing.
It's me.
I'd wanted to
comedy. You can't tell jokes anymore.
My Tesla.
My testes are gone. Tesla. We renamed it to Tesla.
To appease
I love Tesla. I love it. When he said that, I couldn't believe it.
Dude, I thought it was just a
cracking the
slip
fuck
up.
No.
But he was in the White House.
Tesla. We love Tesla.
He was in the White House just recently talking, and I was like, oh, he just says Tesla.
I've never even heard him say an R that strongly.
Yeah, even when talking
because I'm not black and around him. But like,
that's actually a pretty good joke.
Of the, it's not bad. It's something. But yeah, Elon Musk is a filthy African. My plan to solve the Israel-Palestine conflict is just nuke Jerusalem, and so no one is happy. My contention has always been that there's a McDonald's in Jerusalem, so it can't be a Holy Land. The second a McDonald's is there, it's just over.
That's a good point.
Berserker Broly, big bouncing backside. The Sloker 2, Why So Derpy, Meggers with Attitude. Meggers. Beef Stroking Off. Gay for the chode. Bad to the bone. I can't believe the woke left without saying goodbye. Frieza, White, and Sidekick Walt Jr. in Zarbon form. Come people. Broly. Oh my god. That's layered, my guy. Did you ever see that? Did you ever see? We talked about it on the show, right? The Broly, the guy who did Broly's voice doing that song.
Yeah. Oh yes, we did.
Come people.
Right.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's what that was.
That's deep. Mega Man X and Mad Dick Hunter Queero. Domination, Vaughn of the Dead, Johnson Park. Derek, not Chauvin is innocent. Free him. Round-eyed Asian mistaking the voice of God for schizophrenia. Sweeney, please send me your papetos tomorrow, or else. You should show them off on the podcast. JonTron's miscarriage. Derek, made up a pirate name for yourself. Make up a pirate name for yourself, please. Graw, don't call me good kitty Bob, or my barbed cock will start rushing. Meow. 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 The Animus is making you able to watch your ancestors' memories in 4K means Desmond probably owns a bunch of CP. Monstrance clock, to the pulse of the monstrance cock, anus cleanse, unable to walk. Black dick will turn, get realigned. Smelling ants. Let's gay bub. Smelling ants for 1 big ounce's scientific curiosity.
You look. Which ones are the ones with the Sikh? You look like a Sikh.
You look like a conehead.
Like you have
featuring Dan Aykroyd.
It kind of has the shape of like the Sikh turban. Not anymore.
All right.
What the fuck is this?
He's checked out.
Yeah.
We're deducting his not speaking from his pay.
Is he? What? Is he? Black?
I'm letting you guys talk. Go see your thing.
Is he Black Devil? What is he?
Black.
Black Devil.
Dare Black.
Black Devil.
Sucks.
Black Devil.
Dare
Black Devil.
Black Devil.
This city needs
There's
me.
a Devin Townsend song that's like that. Bad devil, bad motherfucking devil.
Get out of my city. This is my city, Black Devil. This is my city, Black Devil.
I am Sun Wilsk Kisk.
That
You need to chill before you die.
you trying to say Wilson Fisk's name backwards?
Almost. It's like not even right perfectly.
Sun Wilsk
I said
Kisk?
Sun Wilsk. It should be like what? How would you no? Noel Will. Is that it?
Noel
Nos Will.
No, Will.
A more worthy
Will
endeavor
so-
there has never been.
Nos Will. Nos Lil. Nos
I'd have to write it out. If I can write it out, I can pronounce it.
Lil. Nos Lil.
Shut up.
That was like
Fisk
what?
would be Kiss.
Oh my god!
You can stop.
I was watching a short. That was like watching a short bus race.
Kasif. I am Noswil Kasif. This is my city, Black Devil.
Vanessa,
So it'll
come
be
eat this pie with
it'll
me.
be Kasif
Kasif.
Nos Will.
Yeah,
Wow.
Noswil.
He got
Noswil.
what we ended up with. basically.
Noswil.
Yeah.
Right.
Kasif Nos Will.
But
When I look down at my puddle of cum, Vanessa, I wipe my hands in it and I look out at the city. It's a corrupt city.
Asinav.
Are you saying Vanessa backwards? Stupid.
You are.
Asinav.
Please, Asinine.
My love.
My hate.
My
But he's a good guy. He's trying to help. And Devil Dare is like out there being a fucking dickhead.
Devil Dare is goddamn Devil Dare. Asinav. My hate. You have been a thorn in
This
my
is such
side.
a stupid concept. Every facet of it. Devil Dare is great though. I love the idea of a backwards Daredevil who's like he can see perfectly well, but he can't do anything else.
He's got 30-30 vision.
He's got 30-30 vision, but only directly forward.
He's so
He can't he's got no peripheral.
yeah.
It's like tunnels. Oh my god, Devil Dare is great.
Devil Dare.
Someone draw Devil Dare doing like a fucking gainer off of the Statue of Liberty and not understanding how
hate
high
this.
that is.
I hate this city, Kitchen Hell, so much.
Kitchen hell.
Kitchen Hell is
Guys,
such a
stop.
shitty.
This is so dumb.
I must save my city.
I must save Heaven's bathroom now.
Heaven's
What
bathroom.
is
I don't know.
Heaven's bathroom?
Heaven's bathroom. I will save Heaven's bathroom if my name isn't
He can't do it either.
Noslu.
It's Kasif.
This is stupid.
But I'm trying to say Wilson.
Please read my name, Thugzilla, King of the.
Wilson.
That was the dumbest. Wow.
Noslu.
Thugzilla, King of the Hoodsters, losing all my
Sif.
friends in the custody battle. Kurt Cobain POV.
Sif.
Nobody cares, but I am now gay free for the past year. Death. Jack WFM bombing Red Bull for dropping Lawson the cunts.
What do you want to call Kingpin? Like, what if you want to use the word Kingpin?
Fucking, I don't know.
I think come
Pinking.
Queen pill.
His name's Pinking.
Pinking? What the hell does that mean? What's that?
His name's Pinking.
If you want, you're funny. Okay. I was thinking. Okay, I got you.
That's what it would be.
Pinking. That's so stupid.
Of course.
Shut the fuck up, please.
All right, Ben Shapiro. Ben
I
Shapiro.
will save my city. Heaven's bathroom, is that it?
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, my Heaven's bathroom is. I always do that.
Devil Dare.
From Devil Dare. If my name isn't Pinking
His name isn't Pinky. That's what's wild about it.
something.
His name isn't Kingpin of the show.
It'd be Nip.
This is such a dumb.
There's Nip.
Nick.
Nip Gig.
It'd be Nip.
Nip
Nip Gnick.
Nip Nick.
Nick.
Nip Nick. It is Nip Nick.
It'd be Nip.
If my name isn't Nip Nick, it is in the show though. They haven't called me in the Disney one, but in this version they've called me Nip Nick.
Starring Vincent D'Onofrio.
It'd be Renanzio.
Yeah, whatever.
He looks like
We're
the fucking
getting
alien.
into
He
the
looks like
weeds.
the alien in Middle Black.
Yeah, we're getting into the weeds here.
Salt.
He's a good guy. He's a good guy.
Salt. What's the opposite of water? Salt. Meat.
I just want to say, what's the opposite of water? Meat.
That is the craziest thing I've. No, this is
Because fire to be too stupid. Like salt. Meat.
There's not even a nano angstrom of cleverness to this.
I know.
Jesus
That makes
fucking
it
Christ!
funny.
Don't touch me or I'll come in you.
amazing.
Ben Shapiro stretching his
Anti-comedy is funnier than comedy.
you would say that. Ben
course.
Shapiro stretching his balls like a God of War QTE.
Kingston's dad, I need your help. Save my city.
That's a good impression, actually. Actually, unironically.
I for some reason I was fucking around with the colors on the TV, and I was watching Daredevil, and I thought that too. I was like, this actually sounds like him. I wasn't expecting that.
Let's do Daredevil and King Wilson Fisk talking. Start it.
Kingston's dad, I need your help.
No, I'm Daredevil. Hold on.
Oh,
Wait, go again.
excuse me.
Yeah, go ahead.
Devil Dare. He's
just blind.
He's just blind as shit. He's just a blind guy. Well, you're incredibly blind. I'm not sure how you're antagonizing my city so much when you can't even fucking see anything.
Are you watching Born Again yet or no?
Not yet. I'm almost done with season 3.
Don't touch me. But
'Cause I'm, dude. He's not even saying anything.
That's my Daredevil impression.
he's blind, mute, and deaf.
Yeah, he says
He can't do
fuck.
anything. He can move around and that's it. But
Why is he a nuisance? Why is he my fucking nemesis?
he's like Mr. Magoo kind of.
That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah, we're like, by the way, amazing reference for
What's
everybody.
a crazy old
I don't even
reference.
know why I know that. But like,
If
he
you
was a
give
blind
me a
guy that would
burger
like
today.
accidentally accomplish everything that he needed to do.
Yeah.
So like it would be that like he would like trip into like a broken glass, like he would trip into broken glass, and that would like summon the police to a place where like a robbery was taking place under. Yeah, you know what I
Yeah.
mean. And
The odds of him terrorizing my city is incredible. It must be fate. I don't do. Stop. Don't move. Don't move. Help. Don't move. Help. That would be terrifying if you know he keeps getting into like if he just saw him moving, I'd be terrified. Like, oh, what's gonna happen? It's like Final Destination almost. Like, you know, like you can't stop it.
He is Final Destination kind of.
He is Mr. Final.
Anyway,
Mr. Final. All right, just go. Please.
That joke is so stupid.
Mr. Shapiro.
How you doing?
I know you've been up to things lately, Mr. Final.
Nip Nig. How you doing, Nip?
Nip
Pin
Nig?
Nig. Wait, what was it again? Nip Nig?
Yeah,
Nip
Nip
Nick.
Nick.
Oh wait, that's not right.
Nip Nick.
Nip Nick.
Nip Nig. And Mr. Nip.
The audience is furious.
How can I help you?
Don't touch me, I'll come to you. Ben Shapiro stretching his balls like a God of War QT. I'd rather give you money than to charity. Big meaty stinks. I'm slipping.
I've learned
I'm
various
sipping
things
and
in
no
my
fam is
life.
seen. I can't put the cock down.
require- Abby Shapiro's milk.
Well, she's gone.
Immediately.
Unfortunately, she is no longer with us.
Resurrect her. We have the means.
Abby Shapiro is no longer with us.
Want to hear that? You took Abby's milk from me.
He picks him up and suplexes him.
Like, you know when he got mad at like Karen about Wesley? No, it's the milk. It's Abby's milk. He's actually really
I'm sorry. She's gone. She's no longer. She was tragically folded into an envelope.
All that milk gone to waste.
All that milk gone to waste. The envelope was looking crazy, though. You know.
How else am I supposed to beat off and feed myself? She's gone.
It's a really good impression.
What about Vanessa? You know.
Hey, what about your fucking freak of a wife?
Care about Vanessa?
He flips the table.
I need Abby's milk now.
Like I said,
he's like shaking.
He's always shaking. Yeah.
I'm just like, even when he's giving a press conference trying to convince people that he's a good guy, and he's like, I'm like, will you look at him? He's
snarling silently. It's crazy.
Daredevil tried to frame me.
And I'm like, you're kind of scaring me, buddy.
The fact that he becomes mayor is so insane.
It's
so insane.
It's so insane. But then
not.
Also
it's
not.
Really not.
Thank you for saying that. Yeah.
Like the idea of them, like when they did Devil's Reign, it was like people were like, how would people think that he would become mayor? That's so
Andy,
crazy.
the man
it's
whose
like,
handies are now back to S tier.
Look where we are now, nigga.
Jimmy Rings.
He at least does some good.
I forgot about
sometimes.
Jimmy Rings.
At least he has like he's a fucking psychopath, but legitimately wants the city to be prestigious, but in a fucked up way. You know what I mean?
Wait, is he gay in the alternate universe too? And is his husband's like Vanessa?
Vanessa, I love your penis so much. You have an amazing cock. Thank you.
Can we please stop?
He's a clone. It's just him again.
It's just him. He's just fucking himself.
Oh,
that's the scene.
Oh, it's so good. I love the way your penis feels in my ass.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Vanessa.
I love when your ass feels on my penis.
I love it.
The stupidest show in the fucking world. People listen to this. Women listen to this.
There are women with class.
These are only the classiest women's going to put on the Snark tank in the car for you.
Yeah, women that are like Vanessa, essentially.
Yeah.
You know,
Vanessa?
Vanessa.
You keep adding a T in there.
I like Vanessa because that sounds better than Vanessa.
Well, but it's
dumb.
It's nega Vanessa.
Yeah, it's nega Vanessa.
Vanega?
Vanega. Yeah. Yes, that's what it's.
Look at that.
Vanega.
If a snake bit Sween, this is, by the way, so long-winded, this bit. If a snake bit Sween on the dick, would you suck the venom? Tell you guys what. Edit the best parts of this bit out so that it's reasonable, and then you can make it a clip on another channel.
Yeah.
The usable footage from that bit will be 3 minutes.
Maybe
like 14, 15 seconds.
If a snake bit Sween on the dick, would you suck the venom out if it was guaranteed to work? No way. Lost it at the Cortez. You all got some change. When Elon finally dies, catch me going stupid at the club like Jim Carrey's The Mask. Gids. Touch Sween every time he pulls his phone out. Wolverine. His penis is aesthetic claws.
So good. Penis read. Just watching them slowly get erected. Let's go, bub.
You're so right that wienerine is more obvious.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, it's like wienerine is.
That's very queer. That's Queers of War level. You know what I mean? Where it's like, yeah but like.
Yeah,
what about penis
when it's
read?
Worse, it's better.
Anti-comedy.
I can't get over how much worse penis read sounds as a word than anything I've ever heard before.
The funny thing is, out of context, would anyone even know what you're talking about?
No.
Maybe
they think it was maybe like a chemical.
Like if you'd be like, "Hey, who do you think penis reen is?"
I think someone will be
like.
Hey, person on the street. I know you're busy. I know you have your own life.
You're probably late for work.
Give me a second, please. If you walk away, I'll shoot you.
Oh my God! Well, yeah. What do you want?
We should do an
when
on
you
the
think of Peter. We should actually.
We should do an on the street segment where we take like the end result of our joke and we ask people, what the fuck do you think this could possibly mean?
Yeah.
You know, and
That's
see,
kinda cool.
that's
I want to
a
see
great
people
idea.
walk off. I think that would genuinely be so hilarious.
Yeah.
I think it would be.
we'd go viral from that.
Let's not
I'm
ask.
I don't
any,
know about
I don't
that.
want to ask any
100%.
women though. I don't want to ask any women because I feel like we'll get like charged or something.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I'll be like, oh, it's
Sorry,
probably some
ladies.
sexual thing. I'm like, no, it's P3nisrine. It's a joke.
It is sexual, but like not in the way you think it is.
Not
It's just he has dicks on his hands.
As you're being dragged away into like an empty van.
yeah. As you're being thrown,
Yes.
ice fucking captures you.
Ice grabs you, then does 3 spins and slams you in the back of the van.
We have a new order. We have a new order to deport podcasters. And you're like, well, damn, I'm not even mad, man.
Oh man,
We have a new order to deport retards.
Joe-
I'm
Joe-
sorry, you've made the cut.
Joe Rogan was like, there should only be one podcast. It should be mine, right, Jamie?
It should be mine.
Yeah, whatever you say, Joe. Just keep giving me money.
Jamie's beating off a fucking sandpaper over there.
Batty Boy Radio.
Batty boy.
Batty Boy Radio.
Batty boy.
Divest thyself of wenches. Anoint thy flesh with a homie's hot goo. I'm Tom Sweeney and I hate the Jews. Kevin Durant's feet. Eat my shit and hair.
Oh, right.
I can't get over how crazy that is. Eat my shit and hair.
Don't.
Dog.
Oh my God. Dr. Manlove and how I learned to stop worrying and love the cock. Fuck you. I ain't paying my TV license, bitch. Mr. Pants making a fleshlight out of a belly button, cardboard pie, the rebirth of Pussy and Tim's. Jolly old dipshit, the ace of parades, Flavor Flav can control time with his cock, with his clock.
Yo, that's way
Freudian
better.
ass.
That's way better.
Oh my God. Oh Christ. He like helicopters it? I'm going counterclockwise, and then everything goes reverse. Is he alive? He's dead, right?
He's alive.
What? How old is he?
Very much alive.
He's very old though.
He felt like decrepit when I was a kid watching him
He looks like
on that show.
he looks like
Flavor of love.
Flavor of Love.
he looks like he was put in a microwave for a little bit.
100%. He really does look like. He looks like beef jerky.
Looks like
Crazy.
air fried. It's nuts.
And fucking, he started dating. What's her name? Bridget Nielsen, I think.
I don't
Who's
know.
that?
She played Drago's wife.
Yeah. She's heir to the Nielsen dynasty.
Yeah. She fucking
like the Nielsen ratings?
Bridget Nielsen or something like that, or Nelson, whatever the
He
fuck
was
her name
dating
is.
her. Isn't she crazy tall?
She's very tall. It was an abomination of a thing.
Abomination.
That baby would look crazy.
Yeah, so it wasn't. It was like a celebrity because I don't think it was Flavor of Love. I think it was a show where there was like washed out celebrities. Where
It was like a secondary.
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
like Flavor Flav eats Chipotle on a beach. And that was the name of the
If
show.
Flavor Flav has diarrhea in the fucking open ocean or something like that.
Yeah. Hey, that reminds me of that show. That reminds me of that show. It's like Scott Baio is 45 and single. Do you remember that?
yes, I do.
Who cares?
Strange Love is what it was called.
Strange Love, of course. Yeah, it is strange if it's got him
Jesus
involved.
Christ! Look
Flavor
at the
Flav's come up a lot
contrast,
actually
dude.
today. Not a lot, but like more than once, which is crazy.
Look at that. Fucking coward over her, dude.
Slave.
I was thinking that and I didn't say it.
You're
Early-
lying.
I'm not even joking.
What the fuck, dude?
I was thinking Slave and like the second, but like I couldn't think of like what that would be, so I gave it up.
Oh no, he's just all shackled and shit. His chains.
He's chained to the
Slave
clock.
slave.
He's that little guy that's dancing in a bit of light while he's here and pump it up in the basement that we talked about last episode.
Oh my god, we were talking about
Goat
pumping up,
Man.
weren't we?
Yes.
Derek, can I get a hinga digga 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 mali la? I don't know what any of that is.
Yeah, I don't know. Look at that.
Black
Look
Klansman.
at that, dude.
Long
Like,
as
what
a
the
highway,
fuck
I'm
is
gonna
that?
ride him all night long. If you're feeling
Like,
so
how did they
gay,
end
I'm
up
gonna
together?
suck that
So
shit till
insane.
dawn. Rascal Flats. Captain Joke America, I'm over here stroking my beetle dick. I got lotion on my beetle dick right now. I'm just stroking my shit. I'm horny as fuck, bug.
I hate that so much.
I've
hate the
memorized it
beetle
at this point.
Hate the beetle dick and the little fucking just squirting fucking.
Gay little beetle squirting
That
at the
one.
thought of a Fuda rat pee-pee.
Yeah.
Sonic
Those
fans
are
found
the-
a way to recombine like Xbox 360 game.
You guys can leave the Patreon. You two can.
Nah, I mean,
Hey,
no,
fuck
hey,
off.
don't- yeah, what the
that,
hell?
That will take the. If they leave, that's coming out of your pay.
I'm not even tripping about it.
All
like
right,
they
fair
can
enough.
actually leave.
Come over to me.
Yeah.
Gay little. Yeah, okay, I read that already. Dr. Shapiro prescribing everyone to suck on his sister's mommy milkers. I love the idea of a doctor who sounds like that being like, it's not looking good. Looks like the only remedy is you're going to have to suck my taint.
The only remedy for your fucking cancer is
Okay.
you suck the fuck out of my dick right now.
Yeah, and long and hard. It's long and hard, and it needs a lot of work. Well, not mine. Metaphorically, it's long and hard. It's very, very flaccid and very small.
Very flaccid.
Very flaccid and very small.
The difference between my erect penis and my non-erect penis is damn near indistinguishable.
It's virtually impossible to detect.
It is. I can tell you right now, I don't even know most of the time. I just have problems peeing.
I put it under a microscope and I can barely even tell.
There's one staunch twitch and then that's it.
Oh my God.
It was crazy. I'm just getting back from the hospital because, believe it or not, a tardigrade went and stole it.
What?
I got it back though. A tardigrade went off and stole my dick. That's how small it was.
That's crazy.
You know what a tardigrade is?
No.
Tardigrade is those little microscopic bears that exist in space.
That's what those things are called?
Yeah.
I was like, what smallest thing are you talking about?
Yeah.
I was just like,
Wait, they exist in space?
Yeah, that's what makes them fucking crazy.
That's what's so wild.
Oh, those are the ones that can
they
survive.
look like little bears.
Those are the ones that can survive in extreme heat and radical cold, right?
They call them water bears.
Yeah, water bears is what I was thinking.
That's impressive. That's crazy.
But they're turning
Yeah.
a tardigrade fucking grazed my dick. I felt it.
Like, ow.
Like, yeah.
Whoa.
Suck my dick right off.
That's fucking crazy.
Give it back.
Kingston, it's me, your father. Please, Kingston, it's me, your father. Please Venmo me $1 Australian. Smitchy the Kid, bam.
Would you do it if he asked?
No.
Send the funny
That was so
reels
fast. No.
to see y'all on Instagram. I nut, you nut, we all nut for donuts. Ichiban Kasuga says play Monster Hunter. Post Clarity Nut from Hell's Heart, Iconic D. Dr. Coffee, The Negotiator, Ramona Flowers, and Obi-Wan cheated on their spouses with each other. Now they're married.
Tomorrow.
Huh?
I get my haircut tomorrow.
Good.
I'm getting my cut.
For the wedding.
You should cul-de-sac it.
No, I'm not gonna do that.
With a Transylvanian accent. I am Count Orlok, and you must be very wary of my vampire penis. Life's like this. Well, you fuck and you suck and you gape and you stretch at my ass and you turn it inside out. Something else. Craig the Canadian, Joker 4, Woker 2, back in action needs writing. I forgot that was the name of that fucking thing that we did. It's your boy Shawnee D. Come titty. Cerberus Agent 267 bought cargo 700. Would you rather have $1 or $2?
Damn.
Dang, it was crazy.
What a deep.
I want $1 because I
question.
feel like it's a trick question.
yeah.
Candy F Store and the Apple Wax Pussies. Uncle Ruckus voice drag them knuckles to Popeyes.
Love that
Lily-
chicken from Popeyes.
Damn, I haven't had Popeyes in a minute.
I love Popeyes. This is a problem.
Pretty good.
I haven't had it in a while.
I haven't a while either.
Lily and JoJo taking bets on seeing who can peg their partner first. Slurping, stroking, smoking, joking. And Motocon's going like this.
I think you go first. I think Lily would get you first.
Drip
I
MH,
think
Lord of all
JoJo has a
drip.
better chance of overpowering you than Lily does.
Oh, right.
Me.
We've talked about
did
this,
talk
yeah.
about
But
that.
I
Just
do think-
FYI,
I
the
think I would
Tragedy
end
of
up
Revenge is
being
on
first.
YouTube, and Chris was right. It's fucking terrible. Lol, still
What
cool
was that?
though. The Tragedy of Revenge.
Oh, Tragedy of Revenge. Yeah.
Yeah, put that on while you're eating. Put that video out while you're eating Chipotle or whatever in your living room, and be ready to be entertained thoroughly
It's
by a
so-
fucking haphazardly
gosh.
thrown together time
Shit.
waster.
I just remembered something really important.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
It's about you, man. Did you do a let me pull this up real quick. Oh wait, I'm on the Snark Tank one. Let me go on mine.
Mine.
Did you do a parody of Hey Delilah like a million years ago?
Probably.
Yeah, so like
It's probably horrible.
So this is interesting.
Does it exist?
So, let me tell you about, so there's a guy named Jimmy D that you might be aware of because he made I shouted him out on the live show we did. And because he did the collab Peterman, one of the greatest YouTube poops ever.
Oh, yeah.
He also did Peterman 2 with them. It's fucking, I'm still waiting for Peterman 3, Jimmy. Anyway, so he hit me up and was saying that he was looking for this video of this parody that he remembers from a long time, and he said he could not find it anywhere. And then he recreated it himself the best that he could. So himself in a way that I guess the person did it. You.
Weird.
So then,
How does he know it's me? Does he know?
well,
it's me?
so this is how he found out. So we did this way back thing to try to find out. Like, he found an old video.
Yeah, it was a Wonka one.
So yeah, so he found an old video of you that was tied to your name, Mind Freak CM.
Yeah.
And it's an old video of you on the phone talking about FedEx or some shit.
Oh yeah, I don't remember.
That
And
was your old YouTube, Mind Freak CM.
Yeah, I just made random
like
shit.
your, like,
I had
old-
random ass
old-
accounts
So,
all the
like,
time.
He was like, holy shit, like this leads to your name, youtube.com/ whatever leads to your YouTube. Your main
Yeah,
YouTube.
it still is technically that. Like you could type that in and it would take you to my
that's
channel.
what happened. How he found out it was this guy, it's just
That's so
weird, small
funny.
world shit. This
That's
guy
crazy.
found. So you did a parody apparently.
Yeah, like 2006 or 7 or something.
Yeah, and he was looking for it, and so his main thing is he wanted you to see the video and see it like how it came out, him redoing it.
That is so fucking funny.
He also wanted me to ask, like, do you possibly have that original video laying around
No
somewhere?
way. No shot. Like that thing is gone.
Yeah, so-
like the original like file.
It's just kind of like
That's
very
fucking-
small world shit where
Yeah.
he's aware of you through the when I shouted out, people let that guy and let him know. And then so it's just like, oh shit. And since we follow each other, that's why it was very easy for him to reach out. And
That
be
is
like,
so crazy.
yeah. Let me give you a little piece, but I'm sure because of the you can't play the whole. I can't play the whole thing because of the
Sure, yeah, the
Lilo
copyright,
get
yeah.
fucking
It'll get copyright struck.
yeah. So he just like
Wait, so he sang it?
yeah. So he just redid it, and I guess it's very similar to how it was done before.
That is crazy. That is absolutely, yeah, absolutely. I did that. That's so fucking amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is nuts. What the fuck? Someone else did this?
Yeah, this is Jimmy D
from
dude.
memory.
This is so Peterman, the guy that did Peterman. Here, I'll keep playing a little more.
That is fucking. I have to find this now.
Yeah.
There's no way it's. I bet that footage is exactly. I bet he went on the maps, dude, and fucking get the exact footage.
I bet he probably nailed it.
Because
but
that's
yeah.
definitely it.
I'll send the link so you can see it in its entirety.
That is nuts. Because that is. Man, is that? No, it's not 20 years old yet. But like that is
It's getting there.
disastrously old. That was like 2007, absolutely.
And I'm just like, okay, so my question is,
Or 8 earliest.
did that shit, do you remember that getting... Shut the fuck up!
This guy that we kept talking about.
I have a problem with my hands being able to trigger like a thing so easily. I wish it was like a fail safe. Because
I know what you mean.
sometimes
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
like just walking and then like I accidentally the tip of my finger touches something and it changes to a new video. And I'm like, can it be like, are you sure you want it? Like I need some anyway.
That is crazy.
Do you remember that video went viral at all? Because
No, I don't. Not to my understanding.
see, because that's what weirds me out.
It didn't have that
Because
many.
I'm like, this guy somehow stumbled upon your video from a million years ago and remembers it vividly enough to recreate it.
That's really cool.
that is fucking crazy.
Yeah, and
to
this guy
see.
he made a quick little YouTube poop of us when because we shouted him out. So I shouted him out in the because I shouted out Peterman because I still stand by Peterman being one of the greatest things ever created. Like if you guys haven't seen Peterman 1 and Peterman 2, the YouTube poops. I'm a YouTube poop connoisseur. It's the only if the only reason I'd be sad if YouTube just exploded and all the servers were down would be the YouTube poops that I did extract.
Right, yeah.
But anyway,
That's why I save everything, guys. They
I
call me
really
crazy.
should
They call
do
me
that
insane.
for
But
that
look at me.
reason.
Look at how many great... Dude, my phone is full of bullshit.
Yeah, but so the issue with that though is that like your phone is almost so full as to basically not have anything on it.
yeah,
damn
Because
near.
it's like it's looped around into like you might as well not have anything because how long would it take you? Like if I told you find this thing,
Okay.
no
Yeah.
shot.
I mean I don't have an example because I wouldn't know.
Give me an example of something I would
Okay,
have.
find the Pirates themed clown getting shot.
I don't have it saved on my phone. I can find it. I couldn't save it on my phone.
That's weird. They don't have
I've
that
tried.
saved.
I've tried.
Okay.
I've tried.
I've tried.
I've tried. I can't find it in a heartbeat on YouTube though.
Yes, you can.
Everybody can
I
find
but,
that shit in a heartbeat on YouTube.
but that's the whole point, right? If YouTube goes down,
I can find an image of a swastika in a second on my phone.
it's like I lost a video of it used to be called it was called Fresh Prince Gore, and there was a meta of Fresh
my
Prince
God.
videos, compilations of Fresh Prince things being synced up to like metal songs. A lot of them still exist. I actually restored one. I restored one called Fresh Prince Death Metal, and I made it HD because the old one is so like the footage, the quality is terrible because it's like it came out in like 2006 or something. So Fresh Prince Gore does not exist anymore.
Dude.
What I did find was somebody remixed the original and put another song in it. So I'm gonna restore it finally. I'm just gonna have to like sync it up again to the original song. I'm so fucking happy that I found an example that I can use because literally it's gone from the internet. I've tried everything. Anyway,
Do you understand
what's up?
what you just
What I just did, I just opened up Pandora's box
so
of memories.
I remembered something that I saw a long time ago. It was like it was called Fresh Prince Gore, but it wasn't that.
Okay.
It was like you know when they When they throw DJ Jazzy Jeff out the door.
Yeah, I love that.
There was like a thing where it's just like it was like the show Jazz and Uncle Phil fighting.
Yeah.
Him being, it cuts that outside shot of him flying out.
Yeah.
And then it splices to a guy diving in front of a train. Like a real one.
A real fucking
Like it's like a live leak thing. And I just remember being like, that is crazy. What's crazy is that it was color graded.
Oh, really?
So like it matched.
That's dude, someone really put some thought into it. That's cool.
Oh man, that was a long time ago, dude. That was like maybe 2010 I saw that.
That's great.
Obi-Wan Should Blow Me. That's so crazy. I can't get over that. I gotta see, man.
Yeah. Let me
I can't even fathom how old that is.
Is there a point in your guys' phone where like it goes from being like just pictures of regular things or things you thought were cool to just like bullshit?
No.
For me, there's
I don't really take a lot of bullshit photos.
There's a hard point in like 2020 where it goes from like, oh, like pictures of me and Lily, cute stuff. Oh, a picture of a dog being sent into space.
Maybe, I don't know.
A dog.
Anyway, Elon Musk leaks soy from his boobs when he's happy. Waiting for the swing hunting tier. I want his pelt. Obi-Wan Should Blow Me. Kremlin to Gremlin.
Crazy.
Horny beetle craving hairy squirrel girl muff.
All right, enough.
Get Penguin Zero or Adam from YMS. Fucking get anybody. Dave Grohl singing "One of My Kids Is Not Like the Other." One of my kids is not like the other.
That's pretty good.
One of my kids has a different mother. Oh, it doesn't work.
Yeah, but we can figure it out.
I get what you're saying. I get what you're trying. Rip Marcus killed by a runaway stage light. My asshole. What? My asshole. What? My asshole. Chicka drip semen. Wage Slave 583. Ben Shapiro vertically bisecting himself to alienate to eliminate the left from his body. The Papini brothers present Gordon Ramsay cleaning Asmongold's room ASMR. Donk Donkerson, the colon swinging slasher. What if RFK casually clears his throat one day and he talks normal afterwards? PP, all my drawings are black and white because I'm colorblind. Dustin,
all these years.
Yeah, what?
All right. I hate vaccines.
Right, exactly. Me Be Fishy, limp biscuits and gravy.
That is a classic, like rotten.com steak and cheese dude.
What? Oh, something that Kingston just showed you on?
Yes.
Yeah.
I remember that vividly. I saw it on steakandcheese.com. I remember that when I was in 7th grade.
Limp Biscuits and Gravy, Sandman.gov, John Strickland, Mercs 1889, ketamine off, who wins, Elon or Yoda?
Yoda, the fucking alien?
Yoda on ketamine is crazy. What did he come up with? His father, Yodad?
Yodad. Let's go, shall we?
What was the thing that we had like at the apartment?
Yodis?
Oh, his hick cousin Yodis.
Yoda, of course.
I love the idea of the Yodis.
Yeah.
Yodis.
Related
Here
to
come.
I'll use the force, I will.
Yep.
sister my wife is. The first Suzuki David left in a Cybertruck, now skidding along the pavement in my car seat holding a steering wheel. The ethereal spinning fleshlight. Pre-Roz, Blake896, who do you think you are? I am Gay Jonah Gameson, editor-in-chief of the Gaily Bugle. Uncle Chip turning into clunky salsa from his sleeping bag. Dude, that movie was fucking crazy.
That shit's crazy.
Das Goopy, Asmongold is Jesus for roaches. I forgot about my Jared Fogle time machine name and wrote a question into a book club. They read my questions, but not my name. Shot Young Sheldon, waiting on Derek's eventual OJ arc. Nikki Ziggy, Dom, they're trying to spread giant worms. Coming soon from the Snark Tank, the only Indian-centric Manosphere podcast. Ganesh and Fit. Willem DeCortex. Sorry, Miss Jackson. Badly Brave. Dog the Baby Hunter. Aetherian needs help lowering his weapon in Halo 3.
You know where
Penis.
that's from?
Melphus 1.
No.
You don't remember that iconic scene?
No.
When dude's really upset and he's like,
Oh, from Kraven the Hunter.
yeah, that iconic scene?
Yeah.
The classic scene?
Yeah, Rhino's Roar, as they call it.
Yeah.
Rounding out our list is King of Haphazard. Thank you all for listening to another one of these fucking...
Trash, featuring trash.
All right, bye.
Love you guys.
Bye,
Bye.
everybody. Bye.